about that one.
Ha 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 ha. I'm waiting for the I'm waiting for the first trade that goes down to see what really happens and how this all gonna pan out. Like I'm really waiting for that, yo. Like I want to see the first big trade to say, okay, you know what? This trade about to shake up the draft.
Are you talking about for who?
For
Anybody in
any
particular?
team,
Okay.
anybody in particular. Like I just think that they've been talking about JJ McCarthy. They've been talking about uh Minnesota trying to move up. My Giants has been talking about trying to grab uh JJ McCarthy.
I've seen that y'all trying to get our pick, the Patriots pick at number 3.
I would love that pick. Like I would love that pick like immediately. So I would really want that pick. But the problem is if we go to number 3, who do we pick?
Malik Neighbors.
Nah, not at number 3 though.
You don't
I
want a
feel like y'all
receiver?
need to go quarterback.
Quarterback, they just signed Danny Dimes.
But Danny's only good to 2025. They're gonna get rid of Danny Dimes. First of
I
all, let's
understand that, but don't you think that next year y'all will be in a position to get a better quarterback?
First of all, can we stop calling him Danny Dimes? He doesn't throw dimes.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
first of all, let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. Yeah, let's call him by his real name. He hasn't done anything. I saw a stat today. He's only thrown 15 touchdowns. That was the most he's ever done. So since he's been there. No, he had 24, but his touchdown rate is really, really low. Like it's terrible. So like I'm
really
like
if you're a GM right now and you're planning to get a quarterback between this year and next year, I feel like go this year. This year is loaded with quarterbacks right now.
It is.
Yeah. I'm
Bo
not.
Nix, Spencer Rattler, Michael Penix. It's gonna be a lot of quarterbacks.
How many quarterbacks you think go in the first round?
I think 5.
Do you think Bo Nix and Michael Penix go in the first round, or do you think they early second rounders?
I think they're early second round. I think Bo Nix could slide into the top 5, but I think Michael Penix is definitely second round, just because of the injuries. Only because of the injuries.
Yeah, I agree with both.
I don't know if somebody
Definitely
will
early
take him
second
that
round.
high based on his injury history.
Well,
They got Eminem up
And then
here.
I feel like Bo Nix to me, like I said, I've been talking y'all about he doesn't fit in the NFL system for real. Like a majority of his yards were check downs and screens.
yeah.
That is true. You did say that, Zeke, about Oregon, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, but how does Bo Nix or Michael Penix translate to the NFL though?
I think Penix does a little bit better. I feel like he threw the ball a lot more than Bo Nix. I would say down the field. And if a majority of NFL offenses now is we're either going to play action, we're going to throw between 10 to 20 yards, every time we're throwing pretty much. Bo Nix, he didn't do a lot of that at Oregon, especially having to actually read a defense.
Well, we shall see. We shall see. So listen up, fellas. I mean, it's in Detroit. This is what the NFL draft is all about. We're live in Detroit. Detroit has had a great year. The city is buzzing. They got I don't know if y'all seen their new city edition uniforms.
With the black and with the blue face mask? Oh my God.
Yes.
I almost want to go cop me one.
You should have, because your team's uniforms are horrible. Like your city.
Whoa.
Yo, B, you know good and well that them Washington Commanders uniforms are horrible. Are horrible. Let's be real. Can we be real, B?
No.
And if we're talking about Detroit, y'all see Amon-Ra St. Brown got all that money from him. Highest paid contract.
Yeah. Got all that money. Barry Sanders is in the building.
He is 100% Eminem.
Oh, yeah, man. So this is really about to be a great draft. Almost as like the WNBA draft. I'm really interested to see what my Giants do. After tonight will determine what team I will be rooting for next year. After the first couple, I'll give it the first couple of rounds. Everybody knows I'm a Giants fan, but we definitely gonna see, who I'm gonna be rooting for this year. Like,
can I ask the Giants fan something?
What you want to ask?
What would you feel most comfortable taking with what pick do y'all have? 6th pick? What would you feel most comfortable picking in that spot?
Honestly, I feel like we don't have a number one receiver. And I feel like Malik Nabers is probably gonna be the best thing after Marvin Harrison. But I also I think we need a quarterback, but I feel like we can get a quarterback next year, or we can get one in free agency. I feel like even if JJ McCarthy comes in, they said JJ McCarthy would be the best quarterback on the roster, right? Does he start?
Wow.
Does he start from day one? That's my thing. Does JJ McCarthy start from day one, right? If he comes in. Also, you traded and got Drew Lock. Daniel Jones may be healthy by the start of the year. That's what they're saying. So even if you draft a quarterback, he's not even playing this year.
That's true.
But it definitely puts those Giants quarterback on a short leash, especially the way they've been playing. I feel like he definitely has an opportunity to play, just depending on how Daniel Daniel Jones' health.
So are we talking about you're saying depending on Daniel Jones' health, you're saying that JJ McCarthy has a chance to come in and play right away?
Yeah, I think so. He's won at every level. I feel like he can throw the ball decently, but Daniel Jones has not been able to get it done for y'all except for that one time y'all made it to the playoffs. But other than that, I feel like if I'm the Giants, I'm like, let's get somebody fresh in. I feel like Daniel Jones is not the answer for y'all.
I understand he's not the answer. Like, I get it. Like, I totally get it. But what we're saying is Daniel Jones the answer at this point? Not at this point. Let's take that back. Daniel Jones is not the answer. But do we go ahead and draft a quarterback knowing that he's not gonna? Is he gonna play? Because they're going into the season already saying that Daniel Jones is gonna be the starter. You got Drew Lock. JJ McCarthy, can he beat them out? And remember, JJ McCarthy has not started. Hasn't thrown a lot of passes. Run type of offense in Michigan with Blake Corum at running back, but he can make the throws. Is he a prototypical NFL quarterback, which the scouts are saying that he is? If my thing is with JJ, I want him if he's gonna come in and make a difference. Like if he's gonna come in and start, I want him. But then we don't have nobody he can throw the ball to. Y'all both just said that there are quarterbacks that's gonna be coming out next year. Like,
I would. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, could we possibly wait to take Malik Nabers then next year get the quarterback? Because remember, Daniel Jones, y'all gonna play him this year. So that's where I'm in limbo at right now.
It all depends on if y'all can trade that pick up. Because I've been hearing a lot of talks about y'all trying to get number 3. I just know if y'all trade and y'all do get the number 3, we trade that number 3 pick away. I'm turning the draft off, and I will not be watching it for the rest of the night. We better not trade that 3rd pick. But if y'all don't get the 3rd pick, y'all should definitely go receiver for sure.
We're gonna see. But if we get the 3rd pick, we're not going receiver. We taking Drake May probably. Most definitely. We taking Drake May.
Don't take.
Yeah, that would be the only way that y'all. Yeah, that would be the only reason y'all would get that third pick.
Yeah, like we're only moving up to take Drake May
for quarterback.
For quarterback. Like when you look at what the Bears that we're watching it live. We just want to say we're live, BGC Sports Network, Empire Sports Radio Show, Sports in the Mix with Cedric Bailey, Cedric Henry. We're live right now. Watch party going on. And as y'all saw across the screen, what the Bears have presented to Caleb Williams. And as y'all can see, they've given Caleb Williams all that he could ask for. So he comes into a great situation in US at Chicago. Then they got the running back, DeAndre Swift. So what is,
Keenan Allen.
And that's what I'm saying. The offense is there. Let me ask y'all this question. The NFC North, that's the division with Chicago, because you got Chicago, Detroit. Caleb Love threw for 32 touchdowns this year. And with him throwing for 32 touchdowns, Green Bay made the playoffs. They beat Dallas Cowboys. Let me go back. They beat the Dallas Cowgirls. I got to say it with respect. They beat the Dallas Cowgirls, right? So, does this make Chicago a playoff contending team? Do they compete for the playoffs with the pickup of all the additions and Caleb Williams? I'm asking both of you guys. We talk right now, so this ain't, this is going to be open discussion. Y'all jump in wherever y'all feel like it. Yeah. This is, so what do y'all feel about? Do you feel like this makes them a contenders? In being that Detroit has gotten stronger, Green Bay has gotten better. Does this make him a contender now with Caleb Williams being the number one pick?
If contender means being top 3 in their division, I think so. I don't think they'll beat out Green Bay. I think Green Bay has a lot of young guys who have played well. Their wide receiver core, Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson, all those guys. Getting Josh Jacobs this offseason was huge. And I don't think that they'll be better than the Detroit Lions. We just talked about Detroit. Detroit's on the up and up right now. Jared Goff, Dan Campbell. I think if anything, they compete for third place in that division, only because those other teams are just that much better.
So I'm gonna say this. Brian's COVID has come back once again.
Y'all. Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
Hey, B, it's only 4 teams in the division. Of course they gotta finish top 3. Like, what are we talking about?
They're not gonna be top 2. That's what I'm saying. I don't think Caleb Williams comes in and leads that team to the playoffs. My question too is, why is the Bears taking so long? We all know who y'all picking.
They just want to remember, they got to make sure they don't mess this up, because the Bears are good for messing up things.
They do mess up quarterbacks. They do.
Oh, so they got to make sure they get this right, yo. Because if they, what if they don't, what if they threw a wrench in the thing and took Jalen Daniels, yo?
Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
Like real talk, yo.
Don't do it. Oh God. And we get Caleb. Oh my God. This is what I wanted all along. I wanted Caleb, but I had to make it seem like I was cool with getting Jaden. But if they do this, if they fumble this, and we get Caleb, oh my God.
Don't get your hopes up.
I know, I'm not, but I'm cool with Jaden though. I'm cool.
Hey, sorry about that, but I feel like that Chicago, with all the moves that they made, happen what they did the last couple years with Fields, they have no choice but to make the playoffs this year. You kind of go all in for a rookie quarterback who hasn't, done anything in the NFL yet. You have to. But they did put a lot of the pieces around them. So I feel like this last couple of years when they were bad, they kind of set up for the point they're at now with the stars that they have and the weapons that they do have. I feel like you have to make the playoffs.
Does this put a lot of pressure on Caleb?
For sure. Most definitely it does.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, does this put pressure on him? Or does this put pressure on the Bears to win right away along with Caleb Williams because of what you did in the offseason?
Definitely puts pressure on that organization. Because right at this point, you have to win. What else do you need? You got your number one quarterback. You have weapons You have, a solid defense. It's definitely on the front office.
Well, B, the Washington Commodores are on the clock. And we already know that's Brian's team. The Washington Commodores are on the clock.
I'm gonna let that slide tonight, G, only because I'm so in a great mood tonight.
But
nothing can bring me down tonight.
But listen, I always call y'all the Commodores. I always call y'all the Commodores. It is what it is. Y'all are the Commodores. I mean, that's what it is. So, with that being said, if they took Drake May, would you be upset?
Really? I haven't even fathomed what I might do if they do that. Like I said, y'all might want to check on me because I might be y'all know I make that trip up to DC like clockwork. So it's nothing. I can get there in 2 hours, G, flat.
Is y'all draft up to date?
As of right now, I got 6 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock.
What you got, Zeke?
I got the pick.
So no, hold on.
I got the pick.
Don't say nothing, Zeke, because
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna spoil it.
ESPN is behind right now. Like, what's going on?
Are.
I'm on Peacock right now.
Oh, but see, Zeke, you watching it through YouTube, so they I don't know why, like, even in sport, like when you watch other channels, like when people say, yo, like me and said Henry was watching the game one night and he was talking ahead, like, yo, oh, look at this. And I'm like, yo, shut up. Yo, don't ever, like, don't say nothing. I'm watching the game with you, bro. Like, be quiet. So be with Zeke saying that, you might be a little bit upset, yo, with him just saying that he's seen the pick. So, he ain't trying to get too excited. So it looked like they might have.
I might. Oh, Jesus, I promise to God.
Listen to this, though, B. Real talk, though. Understand, like, you waste a lot of gas money going up to DC. You live in the Virginia area. You go watch the Washington Wizards. They're horrible. The Commanders, even with this pick, maybe 5 wins this year. Maybe. Because how many y'all had last year?
That's the season came and went so fast. I don't even. Let me see.
Maybe like 4?
No. See, no.
Yeah, probably like 4.
Let me see.
That was last in the division, like usual.
2020.
You probably had 4 wins last year. So
yeah, 4-13.
Yeah, I mean, it's typical Commodores.
Yeah, and then y'all division has been a little bit tough too. So
yeah,
so playing everybody besides the Giants.
Well, exactly.
First of all, well, there've been. When the last time y'all made the playoffs, B? Because we made the playoffs not this year, but last year. When the last time y'all made the playoffs? Hold up, let's talk about this. Both of y'all. When the last time both of y'all teams made the playoffs? Because my team is the only team that made the playoffs recently than y'all teams. Let's be real.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, it's been tough. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I got a lot that I can talk about. You know what I mean? I really think the Commodores are picking Drake May. I really do think that.
I need it. If they pick Drake May, I'm spoiling it. I'm telling you, because I'm gonna jump up and down, because that means we're getting Jada.
Oh gosh.
I might just go ahead and leave this if they do that. I don't know what.
You gotta listen. Here's the thing. You can't go. Here's the thing. You go with quarterbacks that fit y'all system, right? You know what I'm saying? That's just what it's about. That's what it's about. I mean, they taking the whole 10 minutes too. Like,
come on,
man. Like, y'all had
all. I already know who you're picking, bro.
They had all year. Like, come on. Let's get on with it.
Selections instead of selecting Jayden Daniels, are they doing the right thing taking the quarterback? You got to take Jayden Daniels. I mean,
please.
The 4th pick, the 2nd pick overall, you have to be
I wanted to show they showed what the team needs. It showed like 20 things that y'all needed, though, B. Did you see that?
I did. The pick is in. The pick is in. Here we go. Here we go.
I'm just trying to be like, but B, does this bring y'all out of the cellar? Even though he's a rookie, like, does this catapult y'all into the? Well, you still finished fourth. This is something to grow on. No, I get it, B. You got to be happy about the pick, though.
I'm only happy about the pick if they pick what I wanted.
Well, Doug,
look at Doug Williams right there. Come on, Doug.
Doug Williams was in the locker room looking, in the press office, looking pretty happy.
Dear God.
I mean, it's Mel Kiper says they need everybody.
And he's the quarterback, and you got a guy there. I'm sure Dan Quinn, the defensive guy, says, who are defense coordinators going to stress about all week and not sleep about all week?
B, I know this is a tough situation for you. It's kind of like, who do we pick? Both of y'all teams is back to back, so this is good for y'all. This is really good.
The pick. Oh my God! Come on, Roger.
Man, it's a lot of Commodore fans out there in Detroit, yo.
I was about to say they waiting on that next QB.
We're rallying the bunches.
I don't know why. Them uniforms are horrible.
Oh, come on, man. Let me push y'all on mute.
Well, I was about to say, so I know whoever they get, we're getting the next quarterback. So that kind of takes the pressure off a little bit.
Well, B, you got Jayden Daniels, your quarterback. I hope they don't. I hope his career doesn't mess up in the Commodores.
I'm upset.
Do the right thing.
You know how Washington fans are, yo. I hope that he has a good career, yo. Cause y'all will eat him up down there, yo. Is that his mom?
Yes. It is mom.
Well, Drake may come into the Patriots unless we trade that pick.
Yes.
Why isn't people like? Do you not? So now let's move on to the third. So B, y'all got y'all quarterback, Jayden Daniels, out of LSU, played for Arizona State. He's actually played in some good programs over his career in college, man. So he's a well-polished quarterback. If you'd have asked me a couple of years ago when he was playing for Arizona State, was he NFL ready? I would have said no. Honestly, when he was at Arizona State, I don't think none of us can sit here and say Jayden Daniels was definitely going to be an NFL top 2 pick.
Good thing with Jayden though, he's played a lot of football, which is good, which a lot of which a lot of organizations like. He played a lot of snaps playing for 5 years or 4 years, so definitely has that under his belt.
Yeah. That's true. The one thing he couldn't do was I don't think he beat Alabama though, definitely couldn't beat my Crimson Tide, but it's okay though. It's tough to beat us as a quarterback. Let's move on to New England. Let's move on to the third pick. Hey, B,
let's go.
Do y'all have another pick in the first round or y'all done?
Nah, we do. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's either the 14th or the 18th.
Okay, we'll get back to that in a second. So New England's on the clock, pretty much picking Drake May, probably. Zeke, so let's talk about this. Big New England fan. Right now, it's like you guys can't go wrong. New coach. He's probably going to bring in a different attitude. At this pick, knowing that the top 2 quarterbacks are probably gone. Drake May's out there, J.J. McCarthy, Malik Neighbors, Harrison's out there. Who would you go with at this pick, you being a New England fan?
Hey, don't overthink it. Go with the next best available QB because we're in dire need of a QB. Losing Mac Jones, Bailey Zappe's not good. Go ahead and get Drake May. I like Jayden Daniels a little bit more, but I have been watching a lot of Drake May film. Drake May is a baller. He can throw the ball. He didn't have good talent around him at UNC. He lost his best receiver. I think his Best receiver was suspended most of the season last season. But he can throw the ball. He can make all the throws that Jaden Daniels can make. He does have legs, which is good. I mean, I wouldn't say he's like a Lamar Jackson type player, but he definitely can move around in the pocket and pick up first downs with legs, which is nice. I feel like Drake May is a good pick.
I think you got to go with Drake May, the best available pick in this draft. Right at this point, right now, it's probably so. When you look back at like the players, we probably pretty much knew all three was going to go. Those top three. When we get to the number 4, 5, 6, that's where it's going to get tricky.
Pretty interesting, yeah.
Pretty interesting, right? The Patriots pick is in. It's probably going to be Drake May. Honestly, if I'm the Giants, I'd like to get my hands on Brock Bowers.
So.
If they went anybody else from Drake May, Zeke, would you be upset? If they went another quarterback in a different direction, would you be upset?
I would, because I feel like Drake May is the best available quarterback right now. And if we are going to go to another quarterback, just trade down and at least get some value for it.
That's a good. I like that. I agree. Look at the quarterbacks that they showing. Dwayne Haskins. I mean, y'all had a bunch of bums in the Commodores. Like, honestly, y'all should wear y'all black uniforms all the time because them other uniforms are horrible, bro. Like them, they just just wear the black every day, man. Like those other colors.
Me and you gonna go to a game this year, G, and I hope we're wearing our black.
Man, listen, I think who the schedules is out. It's just it's not like it tells you who's home and who's away. It doesn't tell you yet when the team. Yeah, they don't tell you the teams, but it tells you who you got at home and who you got it away for. I think the Giants is actually playing in Carolina this year, yo. At what's that, Bank of America Stadium, man? I went down to Charlotte a couple of weeks ago, man. Drove past the stadium, man. Nice stadium. Didn't chance to get to go in, but it's nice in that area. Everything is good down there in Charlotte. Just all their team. That's got to be horrible. Like Charlotte is another city, right? Football horrible, basketball horrible. Just like like Washington, right? Everything's horrible up there. This is bad.
Wow, this feels personal.
Last season, I think the Panthers, their tickets were like $1 to get in. Like,
yeah. I honestly think now. So now that you guys both picks are in, right? Drake May goes to the Patriots. Jaden Daniels goes to LSU, right? So we're talking draft. We're talking needs for teams. So let's go back to you, Brian, because your team picked first. Where do you go with the next pick? What does your team need to fulfill with the next pick that you got your quarterback now?
I would love if we could go a DB. I don't know what the DB is from Toledo. He's probably on Mel Kiper's list right now. He's the number 1 defensive back.
Yeah, he might go. He might go before y'all get him.
But he might go before. Yeah, that's the only thing. But there's also, I think we could also go another receiver, have somebody in the slot, and I would love to go with Worthy from Texas.
Okay, so Zeke, you guys got your quarterback that fills the quarterback position for at least the next 4 years. And let's just say. We don't wish nothing bad on anybody that's coming into the NFL. We wishing these young people success, right? We're wishing Jalen Daniels much success over the next 5 to 10 years. Caleb Williams as well. Drake May, Zeke, you got Drake May. You got your quarterback. With everything that's being put into place, what do you say now you need to go in the draft and get with the next pick?
Okay, so we have, I think, the 3rd pick of the 2nd round. We need to go get a 2nd round receiver, somebody that is explosive. Right now, we have no juice on offense. We need somebody that can stretch the field and help Drake May out. That's been Drake May's biggest problem. He hasn't had any help. Didn't have any help at USC. Right now, the Patriots, the way we are, our best receiver is the kid from Liberty. And then we have Kendrick Bourne still, but we have to get somebody that he can throw the ball to.
Here's another thing when you talk about no juice on offense, because I can say that about my Giants. We have no juice on offense. The situation with Drake May in New England, you always gonna have the offensive line. They built on the offensive line. But here's another thing too. New England is always built on having draft picks. So you guys can make a trade anytime you want because you stockpile draft picks. Like you guys, the Boston Celtics, it's like that Massachusetts area. It's like the owners stockpile draft picks. So it's kind of almost like, hey, we can use our draft picks to pick and maybe trade up in the first round. Because that might be something that you might want to do. You know what I'm saying? You might want to come in and pick and move up. B, I don't know. Offensively, is what's the name still there?
Who?
The offensive coordinator.
Bieniemy's gone. We got Cliff Kingsbury now.
Oh, you got Cliff Kingsbury.
Because they thought that they were gonna get Caleb.
But
so they went on and hired Cliff.
Kingsbury is a quarterback guru though, so
he is.
He is. But I like Kingsbury, but I here's the thing: if I'm Bieniemy, if Bieniemy was never a good fit for Washington, he was never a good fit when he got hired there.
Yeah,
he didn't have nothing to work with.
Yeah, he didn't. I thought they were at least going to give him this offseason to maybe us get a quarterback and try to put something together underneath that, but they just never gave him a fair shot.
Hey, so the Cardinals have the 4th pick. They're in the NFC West. I don't know if y'all remember the last 3 or 4 games. Arizona started playing well towards the end of the season. Kyler Murray came back. I think they beat Dallas down the stretch, which doesn't mean a lot, but they beat they was inconsistent with some teams, right? The NFC West is a great division. We don't know what, the Rams, McDonald retires. They still got an offense there. If they was to take Marvin Harrison, which they probably will, does Arizona over the next couple of years have something with Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison?
I don't think so.
I don't. Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. Is it the Marvin Harrison thing or is it the Kyler Murray? Let me tell you, because here's my thing. I feel like Marvin Harrison is going to have a great career in the NFL. Why? Because his father was a great receiver. And his father's already instilled in him and teaching him. I've been watching a lot of flicks on him and his father. His father is doing things to him to prepare him, right? So do you feel like it's the Kyler Murray effect or it's I don't think that they're going to do anything, but Marvin Harrison still will have a great career?
I think it's more so Kyler Murray because Kyler Murray, he's had DeAndre Hopkins and they still weren't that good. I feel like their team overall is just not good enough to really propel them to a run. I just don't like Kyler Murray personally. I don't think he's that quarterback that you look at and be like, hey, this is the guy that's gonna get us some playoff wins. They just pulled a stat up. He's missed 15 to 34 games.
Yeah. What you got, B?
Yeah, I'm with Zeke. I don't know if the Cardinals just have enough team-wise. I don't think Kyler Murray is all that he's hyped up to be. I really thought he was better than what he was when he came out. I know he's been injured. Like Zeke said, also he had DeAndre Hopkins, and he didn't do anything with that. Adding Marvin Harrison is going to help him to throw the ball to somebody, but I don't think it propels their team to be a winner or to at least compete. Well,
that division right there is tough anyway. The NFC West is very tough.
Who is that? That's them, the Chargers? Is that that?
No,
that division?
NFC West, San Fran, Rams, them, and Seattle. So tough division. So here's let me ask you. So now let's move on. Chargers got the number 5 pick. They've gotten rid of everybody they could have gotten rid of on offense. I mean, they've gotten rid of the 2 left cleats. They got rid of coach.
Sweatband, gloves and everything.
I mean, where do they go with this 5th pick? To give Justin Herbert something. I mean, do you go receiver? You got Adumeze out there. You got Neighbors out there. Do you go? I mean, where does the Chargers go with this pick?
I feel like they're gonna shock some people and they're gonna go a tackle and go Joe Alt. I feel like they're not gonna go receiver, even though they need to. If I'm the Chargers, I'm picking a receiver, but I'm thinking they go tackle right here.
So offensive tackle was your pick. What do you think, B?
I'm actually not mad at the Joe Alt. I think that they will probably go receiver, and if you're gonna go with receiver, I have to go with the best possible receiver right now, and I think that's Malik Neighbors for sure. But a Joe Alt, that wouldn't surprise me though, because their line wasn't that good, and he's supposed to be one of the premier left tackles, so that would not surprise me at all.
That you guys both threw me for a loop with the Joe Alt. Didn't see that coming. But here's the thing: in the offseason, we really haven't heard about what the Chargers was going to do in this draft. You know, nobody said what the Chargers was going to, what they looking for, what they going after. They let go of Eckler. He went to the Commanders. He went from nice uniforms to horrible uniforms. I mean, I just don't understand how you leave that baby blue and then go to doodle brown. I mean, like burgundy. Like, what do you like? But the Chargers, I think honestly, I don't know who they would pick in this scenario.
Do you think they need to go receiver right now?
I think they got to do something to help Justin Herbert offensively. Does them picking a tackle right now, and we know you got to pick tackles in the first round. Like tackles go big, they help your team out, right? But after what you did in the offseason, do you really need a tackle?
I feel like if they look at it as, okay, who's going to protect Herbert, you have to protect your asset, that investment. But I feel like if he can't get the ball to anybody, if nobody can get separation, doesn't matter who's blocking. But I don't know. It's a double-edged sword right there.
I'm just hoping my Giants don't do nothing. So here's the crazy thing. What pick does Minnesota have? Because there hasn't been a trade, and they haven't traded up yet, which means that there's something that's brewing where they feel like they don't have to trade up to get JJ McCarthy. Because that's who they wanted. And the coach for Minnesota is an offensive guru. So what does Minnesota pick? They got the 13th pick, right? Do they?
And I still think even if they can't get, McCarthy, you still have Penix on the board as well.
Yeah, but so here was the question that we was having this conversation. Is Penix and Bo Nix first round quarterbacks? Are they first round talents? And both of y'all, chime in. Are they both round talent?
I think Penix is first round talent, just the way that he's able to throw the football. He's one of the best pure foot passers in this draft. The only thing that scares me for Penix is the injury history. I think if he wasn't injured as much, he would have definitely been 1, 2, or 3 quarterbacks taken off of the board. Bo Nix, like Zeke has said all leading up to the draft, he hasn't really wowed me. I went back and I looked at a lot of film, and there was a lot of dump down screens. It was nothing that really showed NFL level passer, if that makes sense. So for Bo Nix, I would say no. Michael Penix, I would say yes, but I don't think either of them go in the first round.
So that leads us to the Giants is at number 6. Tennessee's at 7. We know that the Chargers aren't going to pick JJ McCarthy because they already have Justin Herbert. They have their quarterback. Tennessee could be a possible pick, but they feel like they got their quarterback in Levitz. Who is JJ McCarthy a first round quarterback to you guys?
I feel like to me, I feel like he only falls just because of the need of quarterback right now.
That's good.
In a typical average year, I don't think he is. He kind of reminds me of Bo Nix of their offense. Like, we're going to get the ball to our playmakers and not really throw the ball deep. But Broncos need a quarterback. Vikings need a quarterback. There's a lot of teams that are in need of quarterbacks right now.
My Giants, man, they just scare me. Like
Pick his head for the Chargers.
I don't want my blood pressure to go up tonight. Like, I just don't want nothing stupid to happen. Like, I'm just really, 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 really right now just saying to myself, if we do something crazy, if we do something off the wall. Now, I don't have my Giants hoodie on, but I got my Giants next, for when I'm on the plane. And I'm gonna put this on when the pick comes in, because I just need to make sure I'm able to take something off, rip it, and throw it. Like, this is nothing. I gotta be really, really. You gotta watch what you're doing when you're doing stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Because B, you might have ripped up that Dotson jersey, whoever Dotson is. I don't even know who that bum is. But if y'all would have picked somebody that you ain't want, you know what I mean? Like, so. But honestly, when you go back to the top 10 picks, right? You got Atlanta, you got the Bears at number 9, you got the Jets at number 10, you have Minnesota at number 11. JJ McCarthy might just. Here was the thing. There's no trades that have taken place. So JJ McCarthy could actually fall into the laps of Minnesota. Look at the teams ahead of them. The Giants, if they don't pick JJ, is probably gonna pick a receiver.
I think y'all go Rome Odunze from Washington.
No, I don't want Rome Odunze. I want Malik Nabers. Malik Nabers. Think about this. LSU has always been called D-back heaven, right? Look at the wide receivers that's come out of LSU. All been good in the NFL.
Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. Yeah.
The list.
Explosive
OBJ.
OBJ, Jarvis Landry. Yeah, it is.
Why are we messing around? Don't give me Micah Dumazay, whatever his last name is. I need to pronounce somebody's last name. I get tired of messing up people's names.
His neighbors are here?
You guys were right. They can show up.
Not surprised.
I'm surprised.
Wow.
But it's crazy how much talent that's on the board with Neighbors. I really didn't expect him to do it. That's crazy.
Oh, his dad
if their offense is not good this season, this pick is gonna hurt Chargers fans for sure. So Giants up.
All right, y'all. This is a tough pick for me. This is really
where do your New York Giants go? Malik Nabers? Malik Nabers is on the board.
I like Malik Nabers better than Micah Doom, whatever is Akuma. I cannot keep, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm good for messing up people's names. I need Malik Nabers so I can pronounce his name. I can't keep pronouncing Micah Doom Akumaze or whatever his name is. I can't keep
Rome.
Yeah, nah. Listen. Give me Malik Nabers. I'm happy. I'm good with Malik Nabers. Hey, and Notre Dame produces nothing but good offensive tackles. Nothing but good offensive tackles come out of Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm. Offensive tackle.
Y'all should have picked him up, B.
We really could have. But not OBJ now. Whoa.
Is this the Chargers' way of saying they're going to try to get T. Higgins?
Nah, T. Higgins. No. They franchised him.
Oh, they
Cincinnati did today?
Yeah, they franchised T. Higgins and Hendrickson, the D tackle that was so good, he demanded the trade because they won't give him the bag.
crazy.
Yeah. So they franchised T. Higgins, which they needed to go with Jamar Chase. Like, they have to. So, which gives them a year to figure out what they want to do. So now I got to put on my Giants thing because I don't want to get a neck strain, break my neck or something. So this is going to help me right now.
I've been told that the pick is in.
I've been told that the pick is in too. They better not do nothing stupid. They better go ahead and pick Malik Nabers.
Yep. Get the best available.
And he's the best available. Pick Malik Nabers.
If they go and pick Roma Dunze right here, how mad would you be?
So let's be real. Let's be real. Did anybody know about Aduma whatever his name is, before Penix started throwing touchdowns to him this year?
He wasn't high. It wasn't high on the board at all, no.
He wasn't. And all of a sudden, he comes out of nowhere, and he's the number one receiver. I feel like Malik Nabers is NFL ready. He is what embodies that New York culture. Give me Malik Nabers. Give me what I'm asking for.
This is going to be good, too, because your defense is pretty solid. Getting Brian Burns, Jalen Mills. Y'all going to be decent on defense.
We have done some things, but they're showing J.J. McCarthy, which makes me feel like we're getting J.J. He said that – I saw reports today. He visited New York. He said that was the best visit he's ever had out of all the teams. They embraced him. He was there. They're going JJ, man. I already feel it, man. They're going JJ. They're going JJ. They're going JJ. I already know they're going JJ. They're not going to give me Malik Nabers. They're going JJ. I'm already seeing it.
I got the pick.
Just don't give me Micah Dumazuze. Don't give me him. I don't want Micah Dumazuze. We deep up in Detroit, though. We deep out there. We deep. Come on, give me some. Let's go, baby. Let's get it. We back.
That's the best. That's the best pick y'all could have did.
We're back. Now I can leave my New York Giant thing. I'm good with the pick.
Malik in New York might have that OBJ effect.
Yes.
He's lightning in a bottle.
I'm good with the pick. I'll take it.
That's the best available. Now y'all got a weapon. Hopefully Daniel Jones stays healthy.
Which means, now here's the thing. If Daniel Jones doesn't stay healthy, you got Drew Lock backing him up, right? Like you guys already said, next year's draft is going to be major with quarterbacks. So maybe that's what the Giants was thinking. You got to get a receiver here.
Yeah, got to go receiver. If things don't work out with Daniel Jones, then that makes the pick easier. Yep,
right,
makes the pick easy.
Because here's another thing too. Remember, Daniel Jones is playing on that. He's got that bag, right? Any quarterback that we'd have drafted, we would have had to give him that rookie, the rookie contract. So now you got two quarterbacks making money when one is only going to play, right? So maybe that was the thought process in this whole thing. Oh, give me that stop right. I like it. Now, fellas, the draft is starting to pan out probably the way we probably thought it was going to be the first 6 picks. We thought J.J. McCarthy would go up there. We thought about those things. So now, Tennessee's on the clock. Remember, Tennessee got DeAndre Hopkins. They got Pollard from the Cowgirls.
Yep. They just got L'Jarius Sneed not too long ago. Calvin Ridley.
L'Jarius Sneed. Then they picked up a receiver too. Who's the receiver?
Calvin Ridley.
Woo. What if they pick up a Dumakuze? Wow.
That would be tough.
Tennessee's offense would be tough. And look, they're in a division that's winnable. Oh,
Was
Most
Houston in
definitely.
it?
oh, my fault. I forgot.
Houston, we have a
Will
problem.
Yeah, my fault.
Will
Houston, we have a
Levis is
problem.
gonna have
You're
to
right.
prove a lot.
Yeah, you're right. My fault. Houston, we do have a
We
problem.
got a problem.
Yeah, you're right. Houston, we do have a problem. You're right. My fault. I forgot Houston got big. They got crazy. I forgot about that. I definitely forgot about that.
I'm not sure what they could. There's just a lot of good picks right now. They could go defense. They could go get another receiver to add some help to that offense because you're losing Derrick Henry. They got Kenneth Murray.
They got Kent. They got that's the thing. Where does Tennessee go right now, yo? They got a lot of options. They got a lot of options. And then Atlanta got number 8. What does Atlanta do? They made some offseason moves.
They just want to go get Kirk Cousins in the offseason.
Do they go get Amadou Maze?
No, but no defensive player.
I don't
has
think
been
they go
taken
with
yet.
that.
You don't think Atlanta goes? What about? Well, here's another thing. Remember, oh, that's a dope. That's dope. Think about this, y'all. Brock Bowers goes to Atlanta. Oh no, they got Kyle Pitts there. They got Kyle Pitts, but they still can use Brock Bowers there.
They got Kyle Pitts. Yeah.
Bowers going to the Jets.
Tight end,
That would
he
be kind of
end.
crazy. A dual tight end.
Yeah, I mean New England does it all the time.
Exactly, and it's worked a lot, especially if you're gonna go ahead and run the ball with Bijan Robinson.
Hey, we tripping though. What if Tennessee goes JJ McCarthy because they don't feel like Levis is the quarterback? Because I don't feel like Levis might be that quarterback. Tennessee could go JJ.
I don't love it though.
You don't
possibly.
You don't.
I don't love it.
You don't.
I feel like they've drafted a lot of quarterbacks these past drafts. If you remember, the year before they drafted Will Levis, they drafted Malik from Liberty, and they sat him on the bench. And then they just got Will Levis. So now you're telling me you're going to sit two quarterbacks that are on contracts, like you just said. That's not smart. They have 2 quarterbacks on contracts and only one's playing.
No, but Levis, remember, Levis ain't getting, he don't got the rookie max deal. Because Levis wasn't a first round pick. Remember, he was a late, so he's only getting like, I ain't saying league minimum, but he ain't getting what you would get as
top
a
dollar.
Right, like a top 10. And outside of Levis,
Or they go tackle the next.
Who's the other quarterback on the roster besides Levis though?
Malik.
Cunningham?
No.
Nah.
Malik Willis.
Malik Willis. Yeah, 2 years ago.
2 years ago, they picked up Malik Willis from Liberty. Then the next year, they picked up Will Levis. Now to pick another quarterback, I don't know.
Probably go next available one.
We got it. I don't know, fellas.
They spending a lot of time on the clock, though. I know that.
Maybe they don't know who to pick. I don't know. I don't know who
picks in now.
I don't know who Tennessee.
Wow. Are y'all updated?
No.
Nope.
I'm gonna have to slow mine down. Let me know when y'all pick comes in so I can line it up.
So with you saying wow, that means this is about to be the first pick that we go, wow.
Not necessarily. Well, probably for the Titans.
For the Titans? They're not a team that woos me anyway. They're like a boring team, yo. Like, how could you? Like, I know two people that are Tennessee fans. Like, how are you a Tennessee Titan fan? Like that's like, like I don't know. How do you just say I'm a Tennessee Titan fan? I mean, like I'm like I don't know too many people that are Tennessee Titan fans. I can see being a Redskin fan or Commodore fan because of the tradition. You know what I mean? But they lost me when they went from the Redskins to the Commodores. Like that lost me, yo. That lost me.
I got the pick in.
Well, they walk into the stage. Detroit is a beautiful city, might I add. It's a beautiful city. They got the guard out of Washington. I don't know. They might go Dallas Turner, the edge out of Alabama. I don't know what Tennessee needs. I don't know what they do.
They couldn't go wrong. They couldn't go wrong, honestly.
Nah. They couldn't. All right. The pick is in. I don't think none of us, the Tennessee fans didn't even know what to do. I mean, did you see their reaction? Like they was like, I mean, he's an Alabama man. He's Alabama. You got to give it a Roll Tide.
Yeah.
I mean,
offensive tackle.
I said that. I was like, they might go available line. They might go tackle. I said it.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. 6'5", 342. And he's out of Alabama. One thing Alabama does is run the ball. Offense, you got to be good offensive tackle coming out of Alabama. So,
I think I'm not surprised with that one. I think Atlanta's going to be the first team that goes defense.
Who did they get offensive?
Them, who do you go? What position do you go on defense?
Honestly, their defense was so horrible. It don't matter who they pick.
Okay.
It never hurts. It never hurts to go line. They had them kids out of Georgia that one year where everybody went to like the Eagles. They had like two guys that go to the Eagles. I forgot their name, and they made an impact. I feel like they can go corner. Corner or D-line.
Do they go edge with the kid from Alabama? That's the top defensive player right now. Or do they take the cornerback out of but he's not even the best of, I mean, when we just looked at the best available, was he the best? Now, the 10th pick is with the Jets. 9 is with Chicago. I'm telling you now, the Jets are picking offensive tackle. I'm telling y'all right now. They got to protect
Think so?
They got to protect Aaron. They got to protect Aaron.
You don't think they go get Brock?
I mean, if they go get Brock, let me tell you something. Let me be real with you. Wait, they just got didn't they just get a tight end?
They got top hits.
No. I'm talking about we talking about the Jets, B.
The Jets got my boy. I just played with him on the game today. That's crazy.
If the Jets get Brock Bowers,
they're gonna get Brock Bowers. That's who the mock draft selected. That's we were talking about that this morning.
If he goes with Aaron Rodgers and that Jet offense, you ain't gonna be able to stop that Jet offense, yo.
I'm telling you.
That Jet offense is gonna be something special. The Jet offense is gonna be something special.
My keys go.
Proud mom. She ain't got no makeup on. She
no word, no makeup, no nothing. Yeah, she thugging.
Yeah, she letting them know we from the hood. Like we was waiting on this. Look, she was dressed regular. Like, let's be real. Like, you see all these people, get dressed up, put on the $1,000 suits and everything. She like, nah, we ain't about that. We ain't about that. We come straight out of Prentice Park in Portsmouth. We putting on No, we putting on this. We putting on this joint right here.
Falcons pick is in.
They definitely don't go. They don't go. Well, here's the
No,
thing.
don't tell me. Whoa.
No, I don't know yet. I don't know yet.
Okay.
But
I think they go defense.
look at Michael Penix.
Michael Penix.
You could forget it going first round, bro. You might as well. You're gonna be waiting for a long time. And homeboy over there in that silver suit or gold suit. I don't know who told him to put that suit on, but
With the black shoes too. I don't know what he got going on.
who told him to put that suit on? I mean, bro, you on TV, like you in the room with seriously. Come on, Penix, you can't. And he's on the front row. Like, who told him to put that horrible suit on? Who do the Falcons pick, yo? They definitely don't go JJ. Well, how long does Kirk Cousins got left? What are you like, 36, 37?
Yeah, I think what did they sign him to on this last one? A 3-year deal?
Yeah, he got the bag.
Yeah, he got
did
4
get the
year,
bag.
$100 million. So
But
his
agent is clutch though, because if you look at his contracts, they are insane.
B, when we talked about this, like y'all franchised him for like 3 years in a row. Y'all gave him the bag to start with
We
for
did.
3, 4 years. Y'all just gave him franchise money every year.
You know, Kirk Cousins holds the franchise record for passing yards in the season with them.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
Who?
That's insane. I didn't
Kirk
know
Cousins. He holds the franchise record for passing yards in the season with Washington.
I mean, that's not hard to do. I mean, what great quarterback have they had? I mean,
that. Hey, what? I'm feeling a lot of disrespect. A lot of disrespect.
all right, the pick is in.
Where are they gonna go?
Whoa!
Mm.
Wow! Wow!
Welcome to the A, Penix.
Wow. So I gotta give a shout out to Cedric.
Crazy.
Cedric Bailey was saying that Michael Penix was a first round quarterback. I didn't see it. He was hoping that the Raiders would get him. Cedric Bailey, I know you watching and I know you doing your show too. But sorry, said Michael Penix is in Atlanta. He's a dirty
that's
bird.
crazy.
I did not see that coming at
At
all.
all. I don't think anybody's seen that coming.
Yo,
Wow.
They just paid Kurt.
That's gotta be. I definitely did not. But what do they have receiver wise though?
oh, they got Drake London.
London. That's really Atlanta saying we're not too in on Kurt. That's all that tells me. Like they're planning for him to, in between this year and next year, they're planning for him to, him to drop off.
But they got to play him for at least 2 years with the bag they just gave him.
That's my thing.
You can't sit him, Zeke. You can't sit him on the bench for the bag that you just gave him. You can't.
I guess they're prepping for him to get injured because of his age. Because they have to. No way that you go quarterback this year and without even Kurt playing not 1 year for y'all. That's crazy. So they got to be prepping.
And you gotta get Michael Penix is getting he's a top 10. He's gonna get good money.
I think this is gonna mess up the draft a lot because some teams were probably not expecting for the Falcons to go there.
So how about this? Could this be where there's a trade that's about to happen? Could this be that point where they're Atlanta picking for somebody else?
If I'm like one of those the late round teams that needed a quarterback at this point, I'm scrambling.
But I am scrambling, but I'm not at the same time because we still got JJ McCarthy on the board. We still have Bo Nix. Who else? Spencer Rattler. But this was a shock.
No, this was definitely.
I don't know if this is the best possible situation for him though.
Well, here's the thing. Could Atlanta be saying that we know that he's not NFL ready right now and we want him to sit? That could be the possibility too. Think about this. Atlanta has their quarterback for the next 3 years, and then there's the next quarterback for the next 10 years. You see what I'm saying? Like they locked in on that.
Yeah.
But did you need a quarterback right now though?
I can only
Nah.
imagine the skills with him and Bijan Robinson in the backfield. Oh my goodness.
Forgot about Bijan back.
Oh my goodness.
I really think this pick is picking for somebody else though. I just
I
can't
think
see.
the Bears pick is a wide receiver, and I'm going with a Dunze.
I think they go
Dunze
defense. I think they go defense. Let me tell you why, B. They're stacked on offense.
They are.
They gotta be. I would say the Bears have to be picking the kid out of Alabama, the edge.
The edge rusher, Dallas Turner.
Yes.
Okay.
Or they go Byron
mad at
Murphy from Texas, the tackle, the D tackle.
They could go either way. They gotta be able to stop people on defense. They gotta be able to stop people on defense. Offensively, I think they're there.
They're set. Okay.
Even if you add Micah Duma,
Whoa. Hold up.
I didn't see the pick. Zeke already seen the pick.
I want to know how y'all seen the picks before me, and I'm on live
I
TV.
didn't see him. I don't know what he's watching it through. I'm watching it the same thing with you, B. All I see.
I'm watching Pat McAfee. They're live on YouTube.
Oh. The Chicago Bears pick is in.
And here we go.
Wow.
Wait.
Wow.
I called it.
You did call it. You call it. Oh, his name is Rome Odunze. I've been calling him Adumazuke and everything. His name is Odunze.
That's tough. Him, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Jared Everett, and now you got who in the backfield?
They're putting up 40 points. They're putting up 40 points. They're putting up 40 points.
If they don't, the offensive coordinator needs to be let go.
We're going to see the Chicago Bears this year. They just got Caleb Williams and Ron Odunze. We're going to see them.
And they better be able to stop somebody because they're going to be sick if they put up 30, but they give up 31.
That's going to be that's the thing, right? Remember there it go, y'all. Did y'all see that? The Jets just traded the pick to Minnesota. Minnesota's on the clock. Minnesota's picking JJ.
Minnesota goes right here. They go JJ.
They go JJ. They picking JJ. We can see that. Now, Washington, the Chicago Bears just picked up Ron Odunze and Caleb Williams. You picked up a quarterback.
Time out. They traded their 10th pick, so they're not getting Brock, who we were just talking about then, right?
They traded down.
Wow. If here you go Minnesota, do you go JJ and then do you go Brock?
No, the Jets still can get Brock at third. All they did was switch. Minnesota wants that 10th pick so they can get JJ. Minnesota.
But I'm saying it looks like Minnesota has the 10th and 11th pick, right?
Oh, let's go back. Do they?
Because right now, no, it says 11 New York. Okay, you're right. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
They getting JJ. They moved up to get JJ because they was probably. But why? Let me ask you a question. If the Jets was already and you was right there, why would you trade up?
Just to make sure.
The Jets wasn't picking Jay. Well.
Yeah, exactly.
Aaron Rodgers.
Might they sit him and let him sit behind Aaron Rodgers after letting Zach Wilson go?
You're right. Hey. You're right. They could have picked. You're right. They
could have rocked out with that. They just let Zach Wilson go. And let him sit behind a Hall of Famer like Aaron Rodgers? Oh, my.
Nah, you're right. Here's another thing. Zeke said something about the Chicago Bears and their offense. Remember a couple of years ago, well, more than a couple of years ago, when Indianapolis, when they went to the Super Bowl, when they were scoring like 35, but their defense was giving up like 34. They won it that year. They beat the Bears in the Super Bowl that year. It was the year it was raining in the Super Bowl. And that's when Peyton, one of his last years in Indianapolis. Indianapolis had an offense that was scoring. They were scoring like 40 points a game, but their defense was giving up like 30. The Chicago Bears have a opportunity this year to be one of the most explosive offensives in the league. They got to be top 5 offense in the league right now.
And super young still.
And super young. Going to a Bears game, but we going in September before it get cold. Got to go to a Bears game just to see that offense before it get cold. That team needs to be playing on turf. They need to play on turf with that offense. So we know the Vikings. So who does the Jets go with? Bowers now at number 11?
Yeah.
Oh, check this out. Who does Denver pick at number 12? They need a quarterback.
They need a quarterback
Bo Nix?
bad.
Bo Nix?
But does Bo Nix come and be the starter right away? We already been talking about Bo Nix.
Nobody's going to be able to start over him. Besides them.
Why didn't Denver do anything to help this situation? Why didn't they move up to get JJ? They have no quarterback.
Pick is in.
The Vikings, we already know they're picking JJ McCarthy. Like they moved up to get JJ. But the Denver pick is what's crazy.
This is insane.
Denver has to go QB.
Who do you Michael Penix? Nobody saw Michael Penix going in the top 10. I don't think matter of fact, every mock draft you've seen, Michael Penix was not in the top 10 at all.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, they had him even fall into the second round. So for him to go at Falcons, crazy.
To the Falcons, though, man, the Falcons got that much money. Like, let's be real, they gotta pay 2 quarterbacks, yo.
Oh man, I'm looking at ordering my Jaden Daniels jersey right now.
Please order the black one, B. Please order the black.
Let's go.
Please. I don't think he starts day one though, B.
You don't think so?
I think what's the other quarterback there? Matter of fact,
Sam Howell's gone.
who are your backups?
We had Jacoby, but Jacoby's gone now. I really don't know.
Jacoby Brissett is getting ready to start in Wait, is it Jacoby in New England?
He's back in New England now. Yeah.
Yeah, Jacoby's in New England.
Okay.
Y'all don't have a backup, B. So Jalen comes in and B starter day one. Y'all don't have
Day
anyone.
one.
He's horrible. There's nobody there. Hey, yo, y'all check the text real quick. So there's no dead space.
Cool.
Let's
Y'all got
get
it?
it. Yeah.
I got it.
Let's get it. So what do the Vikings do with this pick?
Hey, I already know the answer. The Vikings pick already came in on mine.
I just seen it on Instagram.
Yeah, that's huge for the Vikings. They needed that, especially with the biggest thing for them is if they get Jefferson to stay. He has to stay with them to help McCarthy.
If he stays, I think they can be a legitimate contender.
Even though they lost pieces, I mean, they still have a pretty solid defense. Now they did lose Neil Hunter, but that would be great for JJ to get a number one to help him out. Because, like I said, he didn't throw the ball that much. At Michigan, I mean, he threw it when needed to, but he's a runner. They're going to have to figure out something for him to kind of scheme around McCarthy and his play style.
Definitely. This is gonna be interesting to see if Bowers does go to the Jets. And then what happens with Denver? Then what happens with Denver?
Now with Denver, that's rough. In all the mock drafts, I mean, I've seen Denver going defense, but I feel like right now you can't go defense with a backup quarterback currently as your starter. He would be a third string on any other team right now. I think
Any
they
other
have
team,
Stidham. I
exactly.
think they only have
Jerry
like one
Stidham
quarterback
and
on the
Zach
roster. So
Wilson.
yeah. So
This has to be. They have to go and get a quarterback. But my thing is it just too early for Denver to go get a quarterback?
I don't think it is. This is the perfect timing. They have to.
Especially with all of them going so early, you don't have the luxury of just sitting back.
I'm about to say we seen how crazy it's getting right now with Penix going to the Falcons. So if you need it, don't wait. It definitely
This
is
is
going to open up Minnesota's offense because they're going to have a dual threat quarterback.
Yeah. The pick is in. What are we gonna do, Vikings? Roger Goodell up here talking.
Oh yeah, you're way behind, B. I need you to
But I
catch up.
know, no, I don't know what I'm gonna have to exit out or come back or something because this is insane.
Looking at the Jets right now, seeing what they're going to do. Got Tyrod Taylor back up. Got Mike Williams. They added Tyron Smith, which is huge to
AJ
protect the line.
McCarthy. JJ McCarthy is now a Minnesota Viking.
It's huge for them. Jets have to get to the playoffs this season. With the Bills taking a hit,
They got to get in. Yeah.
Bills taking a hit. We'll see how well Drake May plays for the Patriots, but I feel like this is the year for them to get a spot in the playoffs.
Is it critical that A-Rod makes a Super Bowl appearance this year?
I don't. It's critical for his legacy, but for the Jets,
Not for
I don't
the
think
Jets.
so.
Okay.
Yeah, for him personally, it is because you'll look at it. Yes, A-Rod you can say he's one of the most talented QBs, but he's only had one Super Bowl win.
One Super Bowl.
So
mm-hmm.
That's the only thing that's going to hold him back.
JJ McCarthy was 27-1 in a career starter for Michigan.
Oh, yeah, he's a winner for sure. He definitely knows how to win games.
Wow,
But Michigan was loaded though.
Got engaged to longtime girlfriend. This is gonna be good, man.
The Jets have the longest active drought in the NFL. 13 straight.
So what,
missed playoffs. 13 straight.
Wow. 13 years? My God. I thought I was as long.
Yeah, it was rough being Giants right now. I mean, not Giants, but Jets.
The Jets, yeah. Oh, my God. I don't know, though. JJ McCarthy looked like he can throw that rock a little bit.
He can make the throws, but I wouldn't lean on him to be like, hey, look, JJ, go win me the game with your arm.
Mm-hmm. He looks like he's dual threat, though.
I mean,
definitely, for sure.
I'm back. But so JJ went to Minnesota as we suspected. But they got I mean, all you got to do is throw the ball out there. Justin Jefferson gonna get. I mean,
him, Jordan Addison.
Yep, that's what we were just talking about. It's big for Justin Jefferson to stay with Minnesota.
Who do the Jets go with? I think they go offensive lineman here.
Bowers.
You think they go Bowers?
I think they go Bowers.
You don't protect Aaron? You gotta
protect.
Do.
That's why you went out and got Tyron Smith. You re-signed Mekhi Becton?
Oh yeah. Yeah. You're right.
I think this is Brock Bowers. Wow, 5 quarterbacks have already been taken in the first round. And we're not even halfway done. This is wow.
So you think they go Brock Bowers here?
I think they go Bowers here, yeah. And I think
help that
Denver
offense out a little bit.
Denver and Las Vegas really are scaring me because I didn't think that Michael Penix was going to go this high. I had Michael Penix falling to Las Vegas with that new regime and Antonio Pierce because they need a quarterback. But with these quarterbacks going early, I don't know what they go. I don't know if Denver says we're going to go ahead and we're going to beat you to the punch and go get Bo Nix, or does Denver maybe go defense?
Denver need a quarterback.
They do need a quarterback, but I'm saying, do you go and get Bo Nix just because you need a quarterback? Or do you try to maybe get a better quarterback next year? Because we all know Denver's not going to be good, so they're going to be in this spot next year.
If they don't go quarterback, to me, that's like, okay, we're tanking. Let's get a high pick next year.
That's true too. I mean, that's like ultimately true.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't know. All these quarterbacks getting taken earlier is really messing up the game. Because, like, I mean, it started with Joe Alt. When Joe Alt went to Tennessee, or did he go to Tennessee? Yeah, because he was supposed to go to the Chargers, right? That's what started this.
No. Joe Alt went to the
Yeah, Joe Alt went Chargers, and then
Chargers.
Latham went to Tennessee.
Tennessee. And so the Jets do go offensive lineman. I told you they got to protect. They have to protect Aaron Rodgers, yo. You have to protect Aaron Rodgers.
Wow.
Yeah, they got to protect Aaron. Remember, Aaron's coming. Remember, he's coming off an Achilles. You got to protect him, yo.
And I feel like as long as you have Aaron, even if you don't get Brock Bowers, they're going to be able to put up points with Aaron. That was their biggest problem last year. The defense was playing great.
6'6", 312 pounds. My God.
Yeah.
If he can't protect A-Rod, I don't know who can.
This is what I'm saying. They had to. I felt like they was gonna go offensive tackle, yo, because they got to keep Aaron. They got to keep him healthy. Coming off an Achilles, he can't get hit back. He can't stand back there and keep getting hit. And remember, the Jets' offensive line been horrible over the last couple of years.
They have
trash. And remember, you already got Jared Wilson. You got Wilson on the outside with what's the name? What was the other receiver they picked up? The kid from the Chargers. They got we was just talking about, oh man.
Joe Alt?
No, nah, you keep saying Joe Alt, man. Joe Alt is the offensive lineman, man. Who did the
What
Jets?
talking about?
Man, you got COVID again?
No.
Remember the Jets. They already got the receiver Wilson.
Tyron, they got Smith.
What's the other receiver they just picked up a couple of weeks ago?
Who did pick up a couple weeks
ago? The Jets picked up, and we said, yo, their offense is about to be good. His name is at the tip. Oh my gosh.
Not Alan Lazard. I'm trying to think of their.
No, they picked. I think it was from the Chargers. Or was it
Mike Williams?
They picked up Mike Williams. Yeah.
They did pick up Mike.
So they offensively, they're good. Like offensively, they gotta protect Aaron Rodgers, though. They gotta protect Aaron Rodgers.
They did go get Mike. I forgot all about that.
Bo Nix is going to Denver's picking Bo Nix, yo.
You think so?
I mean, who else do you pick? They are horrible. And then who does Vegas pick? Ain't no more quarterbacks. They have Gardner Minshew as their quarterback. Cedric Bailey, I know you watching. And I know you're doing your show. But the Vegas Raiders have Gardner Minshew. Who do they pick?
Yeah, them. I know they're sick though. That's one of those picks where not having Penix on the board hurts.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
I think Atlanta messed up the whole game when they picked up Penix.
Yeah. They did. They threw a wrench in everybody's plans.
Everybody's in the drawer, back in the drawing board right now. Everybody.
Everything that you thought you were going to get, you got to change on the fly.
Right now.
Because, it's crazy. I seen a couple of mock drafts where Penix was going to the Raiders. So, I don't know. I feel like you got to go defense.
I said that
There's a lot of guards.
Antonio Pierce. They need a quarterback bad too, though. Because if you're if you are the Raiders, do you go and maybe get a quarterback too? Somebody that's not that high on the
Who
board.
do you go get?
I don't know. Spencer Rattler. I don't know, but I'm just asking because you need that. You getting going out and going to go get defense doesn't help. We got to get somebody to throw Devontae the rock.
Well, he's already going to
I don't
recommend.
like Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler, he lost his job to Caleb. Then he had to go transfer him. To me, I don't. It's hard for me to pick Rattler right there.
But Spencer did resurrect his career in South Carolina. Now, here's my thing with Spencer. I think because what's that show that came on? I think it was on Netflix, whatever.
It was quarterback. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And Spencer Rattler was on there. And I love that show, and I wish they would bring that show back. But
he was nice in high school too.
He was. And when he got to college, it didn't kind of pan out. But then he resurrected his career at South Carolina, and he put South Carolina kind of back on the map. My question here is Spencer, let's just say this. Let's just break this down. Let's say Denver goes Bo Nix, Vegas goes Spencer Rattler. The draft is all messed up. It's a monkey wrench everywhere. It's every monkey wrench you could have ever imagined. New Orleans has the 14th pick. Who's their quarterback? Derek Carr. Trash. Horrible. I mean, but Denver does need a quarterback. I just don't know if I don't think when you say we got a quarterback for the future, you guys have already talked about Bo Nix. Is Bo Nix that guy that you can say coming into Denver? Yes, we got our quarterback. Or Spencer Rattler. Yes, we got our quarterback. Can you honestly say that right now with the next two picks, if they pick those quarterbacks, that they're saying, yes, we found our quarterback?
I can't.
Nah, you can only say yes because they're going to be better than what you currently have, but I'm not too happy about it if I'm Denver fan.
Right now, if I'm Denver or Vegas, I know I just seen him, Joe Flacco signed with somebody. I can't remember who he signed with. If I'm Denver or Vegas, I'm going to get Joe Flacco. Why not?
Oh, yeah, he did carry the Browns a little bit.
Yeah. Why not?
Interesting.
Look at the Denver draft room. They're like, oh, who do we pick? Like, we're horrible. We can't get more horrible than what we are.
And remember, they have $85 million worth of dead cap from Russell Wilson.
They spending 80. He's playing in Pittsburgh, getting $85 million from Denver. They're gonna be horrible this year. So going back to college, right? Let's talk about this because we're still talking pro. We're talking football. Who's the number one quarterback coming into next year, though?
Don't know.
In college football right now,
I'd say Carson Beck, probably from Georgia, maybe because he's going to have the best team around him, so he's going to be able to throw the ball a lot.
Yeah, true.
The kid from Utah as well, because their offense is nasty.
Wow. Y'all, hey, listen. One thing for sure, two things for certain. Y'all been picking this stuff, and I honestly, there's two quarterbacks that wasn't supposed to go in the first round has went in the first round. Bo Nix and Michael Penix, first round.
Bo Nix.
Bo knows.
Did they not get the pick? Does he not know that he's got? I mean, they're very calm. They're very calm in that room. Like, you're an NFL quarterback, sir. You're going to Denver. You better get ready for the cold because it wasn't cold in Oregon, bro.
It wasn't.
When he was at Auburn, though, he was horrible to me, though. I ain't gonna say horrible. He wasn't that good to me, though. I thought he was an average quarterback at best.
I think so. I agree.
I think when he got to Oregon, like you said, that offensive system put him in a position. Because Oregon's over the last couple of years, they're going to put up points, yo. That's one thing Oregon's going to do.
They're going to have a lot of speed.
Yeah, they got a lot. Yeah, definitely.
It's part of that West Coast offense.
And one thing about Oregon, yo, they got the best uniforms ever in football history. Ever.
Without a doubt, not even close.
the combinations that they come up with.
You know, they wear a different jersey every game of the season. A different
Every-
color combo.
Every game. Every game. Every
That's
game.
crazy too, though.
And it's crazy. I think I forgot who said it, who played for Oregon, but he was like he was there for 3 years. He said he never wore the same color combination twice. Or the same jersey twice.
That's crazy. That's
That
crazy.
is. That's insane.
That's insane. That in 3 years you go home, you went home with what they play 12, 13 games. Let's just go 12, 24, 36. He had 36 different jerseys, yo. That's crazy. Look at Sean Payton. He like he gained some weight, yo. Why they so happy though? I mean, who's he throwing the ball to out there though? Like, let's think about that. Who's he throwing the ball to?
Yeah, they just
Yeah,
got
because
rid
they
of
lost
Jerry
Jerry Judy.
Yeah. Jerry
They just
Jeudy
got
was-
rid of Jerry Judy.
You went to Cleveland, yo.
Yeah, and then you got Cortland Sutton.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know.
And then the Raiders lost a lot too. You lose Jimmy G, you lose Josh Jacobs, you lose Hunter Renfro, you lose Austin Hooper.
Horrible, horrible, horrible. Look at this. Quarterbacks drafted tonight. Caleb, Jaden, Drake May, Michael Penix, JJ McCarthy, Bo Nix. I just got a text from Cedric Bailey. He said the Raiders are ready. The pick is in. Who it is, Cedric Bailey? Let me know, because I don't know who y'all could pick up that's going to make y'all better right now. What
Nah, for
quarterback
real.
is left? If they going to go Spencer Ratliff, yo. They going to Spencer Ratliff. They going Spencer. They going Spencer, fellas. Man, y'all, I want to say, man, this has been one heck of an NFL draft. We are live, fellas. We're not in Detroit, but the draft is live in Detroit.
For sure. The Raiders pick is in. Raiders go quarterback right here, but do they go quarterback? We all know they need a
They
quarterback.
got Brock Biles. They picked Brock.
Did they?
That's not bad, though. It's not
Who do you
bad.
have throwing Brock the ball though?
Gardner Minshew.
Mitchell weapon.
Gardner Minshew with the beard. That's crazy. The curly up beard. Gardner Minshew's throwing Brock Bowers and Devontae Adams the ball. Hey, honestly, that's not a bad pick for them. They got to keep one thing about it is they got to keep Devontae Adams happy, yo. They got to. I mean, Brock Bowers takes some of that pressure off him. Man, fellas, man, we've been live now for going on an hour and 40 minutes, man. This has been great. This has probably been one of the NFL drafts that was unexpected with the picks so far. Nobody's expected these picks. This is really good. This is I'm really like I'm like this is a good draft. New Orleans Saints is up next. What do they go with? And here's another thing, fellas. Not one defensive player is off the board yet.
Has been taken.
Yeah,
I
this
thought
is
it was
crazy. This is pretty deep into the draft. I can't remember the last time we went this deep into a draft without somebody going on defense.
What you say, Brian? Say somebody's tanking?
Nah, I just said, yeah, this is crazy though. Like that nobody has been taken yet. No defensive player has been taken yet.
And then if I'm the Saints, like the Saints need a lot of pieces too.
They need everybody. They need
Didn't
everybody.
they just get rid of Michael Thomas?
Yeah, but they got rid of him based upon injuries, probably.
Like Saints could possibly be the
Brock
first
Bowers.
person to go defense, but we'll see.
That's big, fellas. No defensive player has went yet.
It's really crazy though. Because people always say defense wins championships.
Who does New Orleans go with? I did not see Bo Nix going in the first round.
I don't think anybody did, but the situation made it that he had to go.
So we got 14th pick, 15th is Indiana. Seattle has 16th.
How many picks are in the first round?
All the teams.
Okay.
So, who do y'all think is gonna pan out better, JJ McCarthy or Bo Nix?
I think that so right now I have to say this, and it has everything to do with the situation that he's going into, and it's JJ McCarthy. He's going into a offensive guru as a head coach, a young coach that does nothing but produce offense, and he's an offensive guru at a young age. He's only going to make like JJ McCarthy couldn't be going into a better situation when you have Justin Jefferson, you got Atkinson, and a running back. Like he's going into a perfect situation, and he's going to learn that young coach there is a good coach. So I think that JJ McCarthy right now pans out. When you look at Bo Nix is left to dry, bro. He's left to dry in Denver. Let's be real. Let's be real.
He still left to dry.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That he's not going into like the best situation. If I'm a young quarterback, I'm like, I did not want to go to Denver right now.
yeah. Think about that, B.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, would you don't like if we just looking at it, not to say that we're not saying like JJ's better than Bo, but like we're not even talking about who's better because that's an opinionated question, right? Like that's people like who they like. But when you talk about a situation, like it's got to be Minnesota. I like that coach there in Minnesota. Young coach. He's going to be in the NFL for a long time. Justin Jefferson is still in his prime. Atkinson is still in his prime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, think about that, fellas. Like, he's going into a, like, JJ, I don't think JJ has to do anything wrong. And they still got the tight end there.
Hawkinson?
Hawkinson.
Yeah. Oh, man. JJ's in heaven.
Yeah.
He went from
He's
Michigan.
got certified number one, a good number two, and a great tight end.
And a great look.
The only thing is they don't really have a good running game now. Man, so are you going to be able to thrive off of play action like you did in Michigan?
Brian, me, you, and Zeke could be running back by committee out there in Minnesota right now. Like, let's be real. Like, I know the running game, and I know what you're saying, B. I was just messing, but I know what you're saying. Like, but I think they have a running back. I think they can find a running back, right? Like, running backs don't go in the first round like they used to. I think they can find a running back in the second, third round, and it's free agents. So I don't think that they're hurting right now for a running back. Like, I think they're in a good position where, you got a good offensive line. I think you can still do some things in Detroit. No, I'm not about to say Detroit, in Minnesota. But Bo Nix, who's his running back? Who's his tight end? Who's his number one receiver? Trash.
That is true. That's true.
Yeah. And a good thing that does help McCarthy at Minnesota is just his ability to run. So that is going to help the running game. And if you have a guy like Jefferson on the outside, you can kind of open up that box a little bit so teams can't really stack the box against you. So that is going to help their running game in a way. But I definitely do feel like they can go grab a running back in free agency for sure and put that team over the hump.
There's still a lot of good defenders too. Dallas Turner that they're talking about right now for the Saints. You can go Quinion Mitchell, corner.
Definitely go defense, corner, all the DNs, the tackles. If you're a late round team looking for defense, you definitely is kind of hitting the pot of gold because nobody has went defense yet.
Yes, you definitely can hit a pot of gold right now.
They're taking forever for the Saints pick though.
Yeah, Saints definitely are.
Well, who do they pick? What do they need? Everything.
They got Nick Saban up here.
Nick, listen, Nick, he's the GOAT, man. Don't
He is the GOAT. He
He's the
is
GOAT.
the GOAT.
He is the GOAT. He is the all-time GOAT. He is the GOAT of all GOATs.
The GOAT
Let's
of all
see.
GOAT.
They got a new offensive coordinator. They got Chase Young, Willie Gay Jr. They got Cedric Wilson from Miami.
They did get Chase Young, didn't they?
Their pick is in. Let's see.
Who do they go and get?
They went and got an offensive tackle.
Mm.
Wow, really? Offensive tackles, I know they're important to the game, but it's just not a highlight. It's not a highlight pick. This isn't anything that we're going to talk about tomorrow. But I know they're important though. I do.
Yeah.
I don't.
You don't want to minimize the
Yeah, I don't want to minimize, what they bring to the table because they do. But
Yeah. I feel like this helps their future. It just doesn't help their team right now. Be any more explosive. But in the future, definitely that could be a great piece for them.
I mean, they don't have anything, fellas. And now here's another team, Indianapolis. Where do they go? Oh, they do got. Oh, Richardson's coming back offensively. Indianapolis is. Where do they go? They might go. I think they could be the first defensive. I really think so.
Because they do have Pittman too.
Yeah, I think they go defense. Honestly,
I don't really think there's anybody else for them to go get off. No, I take that back. Worthy is still on the board from Texas.
Oh yeah, at that speed, he's a flyer.
Oh my God, with him taking the top off that defense, with the ability for Jonathan Taylor and Anthony Richardson to run some RPO, some play action, and him to be able to take the top off.
Because they really don't have like a burner on offense on
They
their
don't.
offense. Now that I think
Michael
about
Pittman he's a big wide receiver. He's gonna, run a slant and stuff. He's not gonna take the top off of defense.
That's huge. Xavier Worthy from Texas, who ran
Xavier
the 4.2.
Worthy, yeah.
I like Xavier Worthy. I feel like he falls a little bit though. That would be scary. The Chiefs have a late round pick. I feel like if they get him, that would be kind of crazy.
It would.
Leave it up to the Chiefs to get somebody. The rich get richer, right? Like, let's just be real.
No Chiefs going offense.
Oh yeah, because they don't know what's gonna happen to Rice.
Yeah.
All right. The Jets don't have a pick till number 203.
Wow.
First time in NFL history, 5 quarterbacks have been selected in the first round. Well, in the top 10, I'm sorry. 5 quarterbacks in your top 10 is crazy.
Yo, y'all hold it down for 1 second. By the time I need to know who they picking.
They said they're deep in Detroit right now. They have 275,000
275,000 for what?
people at the draft.
Wow, really? They're in Detroit too, right?
Mm-hmm. They said that's a record right there.
That's lit. Yeah, if I am, see, and team needs a cornerback, a wide receiver, a center, guard, or a safety. I'm going Worthy.
Resign Michael Pittman. And Forrest Buckner is still there.
Mm-hmm. That's the only really defensive star player that they have.
Oh, Joe Flacco signed with the Colts. Forgot all about that.
Joe Flacco signed with the Colts, did
Yep,
Who signed with the Colts?
he?
Joe Flacco.
Oh, the backup Richardson. Are y'all sure?
I didn't
Yeah,
know
I'm
that.
looking at it right now. From ESPN. I really don't know where the Colts can go right here. It's going to be tough. They can go speed. They can go defense.
For sure. I just don't like. I'm like you. I don't know.
They can go linebacker as well. They're not really that good against the run.
Well, they better do something because they're in a division with Houston. We have a problem. They got to do something.
Y'all seen Houston's jerseys? Their jerseys are fire.
They're just a fire. Yeah, they are.
Which ones?
They just released like 4 of them, 4 sets.
That red one is cold.
I'm about to be a Houston fan this year too, man. I ain't playing around.
Oh my god.
I'm
Oh
not,
my god.
not playing around with y'all. Not playing. Seattle goes defense for sure. I'll tell you that much.
I bet they go Quinnen to pair up with Witherspoon and the other young corner that they have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They go on defense for sure. Like it's you know how Seattle drafts, and they offensively they feel like they pretty much there offensively, so they're gonna go defense.
Yeah, they got Jackson and Jigba last year. Still got DK Metcalf. Got a good running back. And got a vet and Gino.
Y'all just said that. Didn't y'all?
Edge.
That's
I
the
don't
first
know.
defensive player, right?
I ain't see it yet. Hold up.
Oh, my fault. He the first defensive player to go.
Yep, first defensive player to go. Edge.
Dallas Turner?
No. The kid from UCLA.
UCLA, Lawson?
Laiatu Latu.
Okay.
Stop making me say these
Not
people.
bad. That's a pretty good pick.
For
Not a bad
Indianapolis?
pick.
Yeah.
I feel like it's somewhere to start. Colts still like one of those teams, kind of like middle of the pack. Still need a little bit more pieces, but it's not a bad start.
Well, fellas, we got 6 minutes. 6 minutes
This is gonna be good.
before we finish up, man. So let's wrap it up and let's talk about some things. So we got Seattle on the clock, and then we could just talk about what happened with what Seattle picks. So B, we got 6 minutes left. Let's just give a recap, not a recap. Talk about what you feel has happened so far in the first round, or your takeaways, your takeaways, your positives and things you expected and didn't expect. Just give us 1 or 2 minutes on a good wrap up, and then we'll go to you, Zeke.
I think we knew who was going number one, starting with Caleb. Two for my Commanders, Jaden Daniels. I'm very, very
Didn't have to
ecstatic
say,
about
say that.
the pick.
Too
I
much.
think he is everything that we need in a quarterback. I think we knew that a lot of quarterbacks were going to go high. That this was going to be a quarterback heavy first round. We didn't think that 5 quarterbacks would go in the first round. I know we didn't think Bo Nix or Michael Penix, but those have been surprises. I think every every this was the first defensive pick at 16, 15, right?
Yep. 15, yep.
So for 15 picks, we go straight offense, which has to be a record. I don't know what the last year was when all the first 15 draft picks were offensive, but it's been a great draft. I'm happy for my Washington Commanders, and I can't wait. Let's get it, Jaden. That kid, Jaden. Let's rock out.
Oh my gosh, this guy here.
Let's rock out.
This guy here. What you got, Zeke? What you got?
So yeah, I feel like for the first the every pick I suspected with the number 1, 2, 3, 4. The biggest one that surprised me was the Chargers going with Joe Alt. I thought they were gonna go ahead and go offense receiver with the pieces that they did lose. I suspected Malik Neighbors. I feel like he fits well with the Giants. Penix is probably the most shocking out of the top picks for him to go that early at number 8 like he did. And just to kind of pick up what Brian said, like, let alone, 5 quarterbacks in the first round, 5 in the first 10 picks. That's crazy. I didn't think they were gonna fly off the board as fast as they did. But yeah, I'm feeling good though. I like Drake May for the Patriots. Hopefully we get back to winning, and I like it. I feel good.
So I think we all ended the night kind of happy. We all got the guy that we really pretty much wanted that comes in and pretty much helps our teams right away. Both of you guys feel the need at quarterback, which you guys needed. I always felt like we needed help offensively, so I'm not mad with the Malik Neighbors. That the first defensive player for me going at 15 was definitely a surprise. Did not see that. Definitely the surprise of the night for me is 6 quarterbacks going. And I think was that the first 12 picks? Is that
Yep.
six quarterbacks on the first 12 picks? So honestly, fellas, like I literally don't have nowhere else to go, man. This has been a great draft. It's been a great night. Empire Sports Radio Show, along with the Sports in the Mix, Cedric Bailey. 2 hours of just live football talk. Make sure y'all tune in Saturday for the Empire Sports Radio Show, man. We live Saturday, 9 Central, 10 Eastern. So we on 10-4 and the 10, 9-3 and the 9. Make sure y'all tune in, man. We got one of the littiest shows on the air. We got to thank the BGC Sports Network for having us. It's been a great night. I can't say no more, man. It's been a good draft. I got to do the draft with my guys. It's been a great thing. I wanted to see one of you. I really wanted something to shake up the draft and see one of y'all get upset, man. That's what I was really looking forward to, man. Seeing one of y'all fly off the handle. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'm glad we didn't trade our pick. That would have made me turn off the whole thing off.
I think y'all, everybody's found who they wanted to find, man. I think everybody got who they wanted to get, man, which was a good thing, man. So listen up. We got 1 minute before we get up out of here. Man, it's been a great show, fellas. I can't say it no more, man. Anytime we do anything together, it's always great. It's always good. We come on here and talk sports. We give what we give, and we just do our thing, man. Anything else from y'all, man? Y'all good?
No,
Good to go.
Great time, NFL draft along with my guys. Another great time, and this has been one for the books.
Yeah, man, this has been definitely one for the books, man. Let's get up out of here. Cedric Bailey, thank you for everything you do. Sports in the Mix, Empire Sports Radio Show, combined tonight, NFL Draft. what? Yeah, with 2024, it's a wrap. Here we go. We out. All right, fellas. If y'all gotta go to the bathroom, anything, let's do it now. I'm waiting for Ced to come cut this off.
All right, bro.
And then when y'all come back, just come back so I can see y'all face and let me know y'all ready.
All right.
Yeah, I know y'all need a break, man. It's been 2 hours, so get you a quick break so
All
we
right,
can
cool.
we can get this out the way, and then because I know it's late there. It's what, 9? No, actually it's the same time, right? That we will be doing the show, right?
10,
Yeah,
yeah.
same time.
Yeah. My fault. Okay, but yeah, I mean, we just get you some water, or something, because I know that's a lot, yo. 2 hours with no breaks. I was like, yo, but I want to make sure he stop it on Facebook because I don't want this recording. So when we start recording, people can hear what we're talking about on Saturday. And said just left. But what I want to make sure is that it's not still filming on Facebook, though. It's still live. But what I want to make sure is that it's not still filming on Facebook, though. Yeah, we still live. Make sure said gotta stop it. Still. All right, let me get. Zeke, Brian, y'all back? Cedric Henry, what's up?
Not much, bro. What's going on?
I'm here.
We gotta wait on Brian. You watched the drives there while you was dealing with your mother?
Man, I've been flipping back and forth watching the Knicks and the draft.
And we down by 7, yo. We about to lose. Well, nah, we down 7 with 109. If Embiid missed this other free throw. But
Man, these referees suck, man. They suck, bro. They ain't calling worth nothing.
Yo, G, if I leave this and come back on my laptop, I should be able to get in, right?
yeah, all you gotta do is
Click the link.
yeah, just come. Because said you just click the link to get in, right?
Yeah.
I bet. Yeah, I'm gonna go on my laptop now. Hold on.
Okay. They going back to the old school, said
Who?
the NBA for the playoffs. When
Man, that sucks.
Oakley,
Anthony Mason, that sucks, man. You're gonna call it one way during the end season tournament, and you're gonna wait the playoffs, call it a different way.
Embiid got 47.
Yeah. You can get into the line.
Yo.
Okay, you back.
So, y'all can hear me? All right. What Lake Show do tonight?
They come on next. They win.
Yeah, let's go.
They should have won the other night.
Yeah, they should have. They gave it up at the end, just like the 76ers. They should be really up 2-1 right now versus y'all.
Cool.
Right.
76ers.
Yeah.
But
They gave that game away last game. But I'm ready to talk about basketball. I done talked about football enough. Let's get it.
All right. So did y'all see? Because I know I ain't seen y'all no notes. Did y'all see what I put in the group chat? Let's start off with if y'all go up, what's his name? And I put the Deion Sanders thing with the 5-star recruit.
McLean, yeah.
And then I think I put something. If you hit the link, it'll go to hold on. The Anthony Davis thing, the Dallas Wings thing. Okay. So first, of course, fellas, the reason we did it tonight was so we can we got to stay up to par on the draft on our show. Because if not, we would have been a week late with the draft. So our show would have been like kind of. Another thing is I didn't send y'all the numbers this week. Numbers was bad. Like,
Okay.
like when I say compared to what we've been doing, Sunday was, I think we had 40 on Sunday, which we've been doing like 130 on Sunday. We had 40, and then Saturday we did our same numbers. So we kind of down this weekend. But first segment, let's talk football. We got to get out. We got to talk that because that's the reason we're doing this tonight, because we got to stay relevant, right?
Hey, G, you said last week we went good?
Nah, our numbers wasn't.
Oh, numbers. Okay, all right. Okay.
The show was good, but the numbers just didn't
Line up.
line up.
Okay. All right, bet.
First segment, we'll just talk straight. We'll talk straight NFL. That's it. After the first segment, no more NFL. I'm done with it because we didn't talk to it for 2 hours.
Cool.
I want to get into basketball. I want to talk. Brunson came out of his streak tonight. 39 is in a lose.
Yeah, he was cooking tonight. Nobody else helped though.
Yeah, DiVincenzo got into just one focus. I think he got in foul trouble and got to arguing with the referee. Just lost focus.
Stuff that happened on the road, yeah.
That ain't even a road for him. He right up the street. That's his crib.
Yeah, from Philly, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And he used to play there too. How many Embiid got tonight?
He got 40-something.
48. Oh my God. He got y'all 48? 50 more?
He been hitting on all cylinders, man. Threes on the
13
block.
for 19 from the field, 5 or 7 from 3-point range, 17 from 19 from the free throw line. Oh my goodness.
All right, that's too much. You're giving him too much praise, though. That's too much.
What
It's
you mean?
MVP level.
Giving him. He ain't giving him
He
nothing.
earned that. He earned that one. Oh. What Josh Hart give me tonight?
Your boy from Alabama went to
Josh Hart cut up tonight.
20 ball, yeah, 8 for 16, 4 for 8 from deep. OG played good too, 17 points. DiVincenzo was the only person that wanted in the starting lineup.
Yeah, he I don't know what got DiVincenzo tonight, man. I think they stuck Maxey on him. He couldn't get nothing going to the basket. He just tried to shoot tonight. DiVincenzo.
Oh.
He tried to shoot. He tried to distribute or try to get everybody else involved. I'm like, dude, you got to get yourself off. You can't worry about everybody else. There were 2 people out on the floor that's gonna do something. That's you and Brunson. And OG can get his because he can go to the boards. He can get off the boards and get his.
Hey, LeBron has a triple-double tonight.
Call it.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
All right, so we're going to start at 20 to make it an even. That helped me 9:20, 9:35. So 2 minutes. 49-8. First 76ers 50-point playoff game since Allen Iverson. Have they had a scorer ever since Allen Iverson, though?
No.
So who came after Allen?
Nobody.
Before Embiid? They had nobody, right?
No, it was horrible.
Man, DiVincenzo had 5 points in there. Wait, 26 minutes. All you got was 5 points. You took 7 shots. Dude, that's crap, man. You took 7 shots. You might as well have been on the bench.
But y'all say he was in foul trouble, though, right?
Yeah, but I mean, he
My
got
fault.
2 personal fouls. He just he mentally wasn't there, man.
I gotta call Sad. Damn, I'm talking about 9:20. Let me tell him to start. I'm tripping.
Yeah, he had 2 personal fouls, man. He took 7 shots. Everybody else, heck, McBride took 7 shots. He coming off the bench.
Says start the recording. All right. All right. Well, whenever says start, he's starting it. We'll start.
Cool.
Oh man, I gotta test y'all for COVID, yo. Hold up. Make sure y'all
got what?
y'all COVID test.
Oh man, come on, man. Come on, man.
Tell him, Sad.
Oh, dude, I had COVID the other night.
You had COVID for real?
But no, man, I couldn't get myself together the other night, man.
Oh, so on the other show, he had COVID. Cedric Bailey asked him about basketball. No, football. He started talking about basketball. He started saying, man, yeah, the European players have changed the game. I'm like, hold on. The European players have changed the game in football? Like, hold on.
Man, I was all over the place, man. I was all over the place.
He was, and there was another question. He went from one sport to the next. I'm like, yo, I had to ask myself, are we talking about the same sport? Like, from one sport to the next, yo.
Man, it's had a lot going on, man. Oh, that's LeBron first block.
Cedric Henry. I mean Bailey.
Yeah.
You didn't get Michael Penix, but it's gonna be okay. he can't even hit. Can he hear us?
Man, what Booker got on, man? Booker got on what? He represent Denver or something? Orange Crush? Booker McFarland trying to. I guess he got him a stylist now, but that ain't the color, man. That ain't the color for him, bro.
AD gotta have 40 tonight to win.
I think AD just has to continue.
Rams got somebody to help take help out with the Florida State with the rush to help.
Jared Verse, yeah, from Florida State.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, they just lost Aaron Donald. We know he retired.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They got somebody to help him out, to help out with that. What's Sad Bailey doing?
I don't know. That's what we said. What we doing? No, it says tender age, man. It takes him a while to get. Oh, there we go.
I guess we need to pick it up. What we gonna do?
Yeah, we good. All right, so Sad is gonna be on. You staying on Sad?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Start at 24. 24, take us to 39.
We're on YouTube?
No. We on regular. You said what?
They say YouTube on my screen. That's why I didn't know if I was tweaking or not.
No. You good. So
No
24
problem.
will take us to 39. That's how I know. Here we go. Coming down in 3, 2, 1. Yes. Saturday. It's a Saturday. The NFL draft was this week, Thursday, man. We was live for 2 hours. Me, my boy, Cedric Henry, Cedric Bailey, Sports in the Mix. But y'all already know, man, when it's Saturday, it's the Empire Sports Radio Show. It's yours truly, the Brooklyn boy, right here on the BGC Sports Network. Special show, man. Cedric Henry is back in the building. Last week, man, early this week, he had COVID. He was talking everything from Europeans to the Pitskins to everything. His name is now Coach Coach Stackhouse. He's in the building. Zeke, aka my son. What's it do, Zeke?
What's going on? Drake made a future.
Oh gosh. B, what's going on? What you got for me? Chop it up.
Yo, here we go. Here we go. Another week. Let's get it.
And said Henry's in the building. We're gonna see what he got to say tonight, man. Also, Jerry Stackhouse, AK, is in the building. We're gonna see if he got COVID tonight. Fellas, it's a Saturday, man. Bright early. We already tell them if they Saturday can't start right unless it's the Empire Sports Radio Show. We ready to turn up. Let's get it popping. Let's go. NFL draft was Thursday night, man. And we talked about the draft on another show. We was live. So first segment is all NFL, man. We just going to break it down. Of course, the number one pick went to Caleb Williams in the Chicago Bears and that offense. And then they picked up at the number 9 pick. You know I'm good for messing up names. Odunze, whatever his first name is, they picked him up. Honestly, fellas, and y'all can all chime in. I'm just going to go one by one. Did the Bears, for the first time in a while, hit it on the nose with the first 2 picks? I'm going to start with you, B.
I think they did. I think this is a foregone conclusion. I think Caleb Williams has been what, as everybody has said, is great quarterback coming into the draft. He was the best available on the board, being that he was the number 1 pick. I think this is going to turn the franchise around. Them getting Justin Fields out opens the gate for him to start from day 1. And I think they did it. They hit it right on the nose with this, and it's going to be great to see him in that Chicago Bears uniform.
What you got, Zeke?
So yeah, same thing. We all knew that Caleb Williams was going to go to the Bears. The second pick was really not a surprise to me. I feel like the best way to help a young quarterback is give him people to throw to. We already have weapons that you are putting in that offense even before the draft. So adding another receiver on top of what you already have, that offense is going to be loaded. It's going to help Caleb Williams develop and take the pressure off of him.
What you got, Sid?
Yeah, man. They brought him in, got him used to the franchise, introduced him to the franchise, and I think he's going to be the future. I think him and Odunze together will be the cornerstone of that franchise. I think that DJ Moore will bring Odunze along, introduce him to the game, be a mentor. And from there, just look at the weapons you put around him. You got Swift, you got Cole Kmet, DJ, you got Odunze. The Bears' future looks real bright right now.
So one of the things you forgot to mention, said, was Keenan Allen as being the mentor to Odunze. They got Keenan Allen as well. So that offense is built right now to win. And I'm talking about win. And we was talking about this, on Thursday, fellas, that their offense is probably one of the high explosive offenses in the league right now. They should average 30 points a game, to go along with the other high-powered offenses. I don't think that the only thing that stops Chicago this year is Caleb Williams because he's a rookie, right? Like, I think that's the only thing that stops the offense. Not saying the team, because defensively they can get better, right? But offensively, he still has to come in and perform. He's still a rookie, fellas. And Chicago has to upgrade the offensive line. That's where the trouble has been. So I think they probably go maybe in the second or third round, they pick up some, but offensively, on paper, we can say Chicago is right there. So let's jump into to staying in the draft. 6 quarterbacks in the top 12, if I'm not mistaken, right? 6 quarterbacks in the top 12. I don't think nobody's seen that. Zeke, I'm going to start with you. 6 quarterbacks in the top 12. I don't think none of us prepare for Bo Nix or Michael Penix to go in the first round. When you seen 6 quarterbacks go in the first 12 picks, what was your thoughts? Did you see it coming? Did you not see it? Did you say, you know what? Everybody picked what they needed. So let me know what you felt about that.
Yeah, so we knew the first 3, Williams, Daniels, May. The biggest thing was going to be, where J.J. McCarthy, Bo Nix, and Penix landed. Vikings going up to get, just going up a pick with the Jets to get J.J., that solidified that. Now the biggest thing is coming with Penix. You just paid Kirk Cousins a lot of money for 4 years, $100 million. So I guess they're either looking at that as, okay, we can have Penix under this veteran guy that can teach him, or then maybe prepping for a Kirk Cousins, injury, barring his age.
So Brian, you was pretty happy, with your quarterback being picked. Zeke was happy with his quarterback. The Commodores, they do a lot of singing and dancing down there in Washington. They got Jalen Daniels. But just to piggyback off Zeke, what you thought about 6 quarterbacks going in the first 12 picks?
6 quarterbacks going in the first 12 picks is insane. I don't think we've ever seen anything like that before. We knew, like Zeke said, we knew that Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, and Drake May were the cornerstones of the quarterbacks going early. I think something that threw a wrench in the whole thing was Michael Penix going to Atlanta, like Zeke just talked about. Maybe it is for Penix to learn underneath the tutelage of Kirk Cousins, or maybe, like he said, maybe we're setting up something just in case Kirk Cousins does get injured. We know that he's come back from what was it, the ACL injury that he had this past season, or Achilles injury, whatever it was. ACL. So we know that coming off of one of those injuries is very difficult, especially with the age. But the other guys, JJ McCarthy, I think that's going to be a great fit with the Vikings. Bo Nix is going to be another great fit with the Denver Broncos. So yeah, something that we've never seen before. But I'm very excited about all the young quarterbacks that are coming in the league.
Now, Seth, I'm gonna get to you in a minute to talk about the same thing, but you said Bo Nix going to Denver. That's not a highlight for me. Like, it's really not. Like, it's really like, Bo Nix going to Denver has nobody. Now, here's the thing. We've talked about the Bo Nix. We've talked about the Michael Penix, right? I don't think they were projected first-round picks. I think they were projected early second-round picks. The Bo Nix going to Denver is like, yeah, you guys needed a quarterback, but did you get what you really needed? Because Bo Nix doesn't do it for me. He doesn't woo me and say he's going to make that team better. First of all, he's throwing the ball to Cortland Sutton, who maybe had 60 receptions last year, if that. Like, if that, right? So you could have left out the Bo Nix part. Like, we could have said Michael Penix, maybe. Bo Nix, But, Sel, you got anything to say about the top 6 quarterbacks on the first 12 picks?
Man, 6 quarterbacks. You're going to look at this draft class probably 10 years down the road and say, where are these guys now? Such promising quarterbacks for the league. You look back, and I look back at when you had stupid boy, what's his name? Shoot.
Stupid, yo. Stupid.
Yeah, he is. He was stupid. The crab stealer, from Florida State.
Oh, Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston. Not me.
Winston, and then you got Winston, and then you got old boy from Oregon. What's his name? See how you don't
Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, see, you can't even remember the name because they were 1 and 2, but they turned out to be busts. Mm-hmm. So when you start looking at this,
that's who our backup quarterback is. G. Marcus Mariota.
Oh man,
yeah, I couldn't think about it earlier.
He fits the Commodores. He fits that singing song and dance thing.
Lionel Richie in the Commodores.
He fits that. He fits that.
So that's what I'm saying. So out of the 6, I say 50%. I say 3 turn into be great quarterbacks.
That's not a bad number, because when you say 6 and 3, that's not a bad number, because we can honestly say that. And honestly, you can't, even though Caleb is number 1, Drake May was number 2, Jalen Daniels number 3. Like, we all have seen that in the past couple of years, that number 1, number 2 quarterbacks don't pan out, right, in years to come, right? So 6 quarterbacks saying 3 that'll pan out, I think is a good number. I think it's a very good number.
Yeah, but think about this. Also, look at what happened with San Francisco getting the last pick in the draft, and now,
yeah.
So it's all about you look at.
Because when they had the last pick, didn't they get Jimmy G that year? Or no?
No.
Jimmy G
They
started
did.
for the Patriots.
Oh yeah, he came from.
No. Yeah, but he
Came from
came over. He came over in that trade, and he did play. They did get Jimmy G that year.
Right, but what I'm saying is, who did San Fran pick at the last pick? Because here's the thing: this year we know that the
Purdy. They picked Purdy. They picked Purdy as the last pick.
And Brock Purdy got the bag, right?
Yeah.
Brock Purdy was living with his parents this last couple of years in San Fran, saving that dough, living with his parents, putting the stock in the money. Then he got the bag, and now Kansas City got the last pick. No, not going to tell her what's happened to Rice. Rice right now, I'm sending my prayers out to him. We talked about this on Cez show, but you don't want to see nobody, young black athletes getting into trouble. But here he's facing 8 counts, right? He's facing 8 counts of what he did. Now Kansas City, that throws a monkey wrench because Kansas City probably wasn't thinking offensive, right? Now they got to think offense in this draft. So that kind of hurts them. So let's go back to the draft. J.J. McCarthy goes to Minnesota. Bo Nix to Denver. The first defensive player wasn't picked until 15th, y'all. We talked about that, 15th to 16th. So, B, I'm going to start with you. When you saw no defensive players going in the first 15 picks, what was your mindset? Was it offensive? Was it teams were just getting what they needed?
I think it's just showing where the league is going. Everybody wants, the highlight reels. Everybody wants, the one-hand catches, the quarterback that are going to extend plays like Patrick Mahomes. You have to, of course, have offensive tackle. So I think it's just the way that the league is going. I don't think that it was anything that was planned to go like this. I just think most people rely on offense instead of defense nowadays because of the high octane offenses that are in the league now. So I wasn't surprised by it, but it did kind of throw a little wrench in it because at the end of the day, people always say that defense wins championships. So I was very surprised that they went and didn't get a pick until 15 for a defensive player, but I think it's just telling that the way the league is going right now is offensive minded.
What you got, Zeke?
Yeah, offensive minded. In order to win games in the NFL, you have to be able to score. Look at the Patriots last year. We held teams to 10, 13 points, and we still didn't win those games. You have to be able to score in this league with everybody throwing the ball around. So you see, they're going offensive tackles, they're going receivers, they're going quarterbacks before you even touch a defensive player. And I feel like offensive players, they are people that you have to build your team around, this stage of the league.
Let me tell you what's crazy. The stat that Zeke just gave, the New England Patriots giving up 10, 13 points a game. In any given year, that's a Super Bowl with that defense. That's a Super Bowl. The fact that New England couldn't put up more than 13 points tells you how horrible they were last year offensively, right? Like,
hey man, you supposed to be letting the man, get a man some credit, man. You talking about the team like this, just dogging the team out, man. Don't let him do that to you. Don't let him do that to you.
Like, fellas, think about it. Let's think about this for a minute. The stat that he just gave, any other year, any team giving up 10, 13 points a game, that's Super Bowl. Right or wrong. That's Super Bowl. But when your offense can't produce more than 10, 13 points, it is a problem. It is a problem. So I'm not talking about Zeke's team because, of course, New England was horrible. My Giants were horrible. I think the only team that wasn't horrible last year, and you said it's very hard on this team, they didn't make the playoffs. They struggled down the stretch with the Jacksonville Jaguars. They struggled. But out of all 4 of our teams, I mean, none of us can brag about anything about last year, honestly, if we talking. But listen up, fellas. We coming up on the break, man. First segment was crazy. Said Jerry Stackhouse is in the building. Brian chopping up 757 with the Commodores. The Commodores have a new coach. I mean, not a new coach, but they got a new quarterback. They're going to be singing new tunes next year. Drake May is in New England with Zeke's teams. Man, listen up, man. 5-1 was crazy. Hey, people, when you come back for segment 2, listen to what I'm about to tell y'all. Nobody caught COVID in segment 1. So we on a roll right now. Nobody caught the COVID yet. We are doing good. This is the Brooklyn boy, right here, Empire Sports Radio Show on the BGC Sports Network. Segment 2 is coming up. Come back, y'all. Here we go. All right, fellas, that was good. We're going to go right into it. 9:40, and that'll take us to 58 because that's going to be 18 minutes. Hey, we're going to come straight into basketball, fellas. No more football. Let's just get it. Cool. Yeah, let's get right into basketball, the playoffs. So remember, this is a Saturday show. So right now we got to talk about everything that's happened up until this Saturday. So we're going to miss tomorrow's games, but right now we can pretty much still talk about, you know what I'm saying? So here we go. Coming down to 3, 2, 1, and we're back. It's yours truly, Greg Hyman, a.k.a. the Brooklyn Boy, right here on the Empire Sports Radio Show, right here on the BGC Sports Network. Segment 1 was crazy. Hey, man, I am so glad I started testing people before the show. I made them get the thermometers out, get the COVID test. Everybody seemed good so far. But as we know, last week, COVID was coming through the airwaves. It was like multiplying through the technical. I don't know how that happened, but it was just everywhere. Let's get right into it. The NBA playoffs is here. It started 1 through 8. Fellas, we gave our predictions kind of before the playoffs started. Who we had first round matches, who we thought, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to tell y'all this. I told y'all that I've never been high on Boston, never been high on Milwaukee. And we're going to stay in the East because we're talking about the East. I saw something today, and this is crazy because it goes into what I'm talking about Boston. Do you know that Erik Spoelstra has not won Coach of the Year?
Oh.
Which is crazy.
What?
I saw this post. No coach in modern NBA history has done more with less. Has Erik Spoelstra been overlooked as Coach of the Year too many times? So I take it back. He has won Coach of the Year. But when I was reading it, I misread it. I forgot he did win Coach of the Year. But let's go back to say it. Has Erik Spoelstra been overlooked as Coach of the Year too many times? Best coach in the NBA. No, I take that back. Best coach in the NBA, never Coach of the Year. So I have been mistaken. I was right. He has never been Coach of the Year. Erik Spoelstra has done more with less. No Jimmy Butler. They go into Boston and win a game. And I told people, you got 500,000-600,000 things Zeke said, but then I'm gonna let y'all speak and then we're gonna get into the first round of plays. But I just want to talk about this real quick. Because this is Erik Spoelstra is one of the one of the best coaches in the NBA. Doesn't get enough praise for what he does. That Miami Heat defense is crazy. Tyler Hero has, and think about the team that they have right now. You say no Jimmy Butler, you say Boston sweeps Miami. I said no, I told people. I said Boston's going to get one. They're not going to sweep them because of the Erik Spoelstra culture. Bam is playing. Caleb Martin is playing. Kevin Love is giving them off the bench. Highsmith is giving them stuff off the bench. That Miami team, and I'll tell you this, if Miami wins game 3, Boston's in trouble. They're in trouble. Trouble. So, fellas, I'm going to start with you, Zeke. How do you feel about this? Like, Erik Spoelstra not getting the praises, but what this Miami team is able to do and just being competitive without Jimmy Butler?
Erik Spoelstra is a mastermind. For him to come in every year to what we see he looks like, when you look at his team on paper, you're like, there's no way they're going to get it done. They get it done every single year, which is crazy. He's never won Coach of the Year. Insane stat. You have to look at Miami. They don't really have a superstar. Yeah, they have stars. You have Jimmy Butler. But outside of Jimmy Butler, you have, all-star caliber players, but you don't have that guy who's like, okay, we're going to win a championship with them. You're beating the Celtics, who played phenomenal all year. And for them to come in and get just one game and they're heading back to Miami, that's scary. That's a scary sight for Boston. But it also shows how much coaching does. Just like how we're not a fan of Doc Rivers. I'm not a fan of Joe Mazzulla.
I said that. Joe Mazzulla is horrible. He's trash. Go ahead, B. I'm going to let you go. Kyle out to stay. I don't want to talk about Joe Mazzulla or Doc Rivers. Don't say that on my show. But go ahead, Joe. Go ahead, B.
To answer your first question, I think Erik Spoelstra is a phenomenal coach, like Zeke said. He has a 704 and 491 record, regular season record. In the postseason, he is 109 and 75 in the postseason. He's an excellent coach. Nobody has done more with less. He continues to show why he should be in the running for Coach of the Year. Like you said, a team with no Jimmy Butler, with no Jimmy Butler is just insane to go into Boston and win. And not just to win, but win convincingly. Like, it wasn't by 3 or 4 points. It was by double digits, if I'm not mistaken.
They dominated.
Yeah, they dominated from start to finish. Bam Adebayo's playing well, 21 points and 10 rebounds in game 2. Tyler Herro had 24 points and 14 assists. He said Jimmy Butler had texted him and told him that he needed to be more aggressive in this series because he wasn't there. And he said just because Jimmy told him to be more aggressive, that didn't mean just to look to score, which he did not. He also dished out 14 assists. Like you said, G, if they go back to Miami and Miami wins a game in Boston, oh, God, we might as well wrap this up because I don't trust Jason Tatum. I don't trust Joe Mazzulla, and I don't trust Jaylen Brown. So for those reasons, I think Miami could really do something that a lot of people have not thought that they could do. And Jimmy Butler said all he needs is one win. He said, give me one, and I'll try to get back to y'all. Give me one. And they gave him one. So now we're going to see what Jimmy can do.
Yeah. What you guys said? Anything?
Hey, man, we talked about this earlier in the week. We talked about how Boston will let Miami into the series. And we talked about all these home teams playing, and they went up 2 games to none. And the one team who had the best record let everybody down in Boston by losing to Miami. So 2 teams who didn't show up was Indiana. They let Milwaukee beat them the first game, and Boston let Miami beat them the second game. And now they're going back to Boston. Now they're going to Miami. Boston will show up. They'll play. But the one thing that Boston doesn't have that they miss, and we knew when he left Boston and went to Memphis, it was going to be a difference. And that's that dog that Marcus Smart brought to that team.
Makes a difference on that team, yo. The attitude said, I'm glad you said that.
You know, they don't have it. Tatum is not the dog. Brown is not the dog. And you can see it because they let up and let Miami in the series. You can't let up when you're playing in the playoffs. And that's what I miss about the old school players. These young boys, they're like, oh, man, you know, we won the first game. We can turn it on and off. No, bro, you fail to realize this is the NBA. Everybody is good. You want to leave Caleb Martin open? Leave him open. But Caleb Martin is not a scrub player. These are NBA players. All they do is play basketball, and they practice shooting all the time. So the more you leave him open, the more he's going to kill you. And this is the thing that I didn't understand. Why were you leaving him open?
But here's the thing.
You don't leave anybody open.
Remember this, he killed them last year in the playoffs. Caleb Martin killed Boston last year in the playoffs. So here's the crazy thing about this whole situation. And we talked about somebody, I was looking at TV earlier, and they were talking about I can't remember what reporter said it. Said that if y'all know I mess up names. Ime Udoka, if he was the coach of Boston, Boston would have won the championship last year or the year when. Well, that's what one of the reporters was saying. And then because they was going back to saying that Boston is not going to win a championship with Joe Mazzulla coaching.
No, they won't.
And this is the thing that you know. Now I'm gonna move on to the Milwaukee and Indiana series. Well, I picked Indiana to win that series anyway. But after game 1, and you're going to y'all fellas, after game 1, Dame Dollar went bananas, whatever you want to say. He went crazy. Dame Time talked all that mess. He went right after the game. He went to Tyler Harryburn and said, you know, you talk too soon. Remember, you know, karma, right? Talking about karma. But Dame, you got to come back in game 2. And your team didn't show up in game 2. But remember, Indiana beat Milwaukee 2 out of 3 times during the regular season, if I'm mistaken, or 3 out of 4.
And the one time that they beat, the one time that Milwaukee beat Indiana, Giannis had to put up 64 points.
64. So here it is now. We're going back to Indiana. Not to mention, Indiana Pacers are the #1 scoring team in the league. So now we're talking about a Doc Rivers Milwaukee team. Let's not forget about that. Doc Rivers. Get rid of Adrian Griffin to bring in Doc Rivers. Zeke, I don't know who you picked. I can't remember. I had Indiana in that series. Who do you have in that series? And do you see it panning out the same way that we all planned out? Doc Rivers, no faith in him. Indiana steals a game in Milwaukee. Now we're going back to Indiana. What you got?
Yeah, I think everybody have the Pacers strictly because of Doc Rivers. No matter what, somehow, some way, he finds a way for his team to lose. Like, it's just a bad mojo he got going on over there. But I feel like for the Pacers right now, with Siakam, the way he's playing, he had 37 last game.
He's killing
if
right
he
now.
stays hot,
he's killing.
I don't think the Bucks can beat him. I do not think the Bucks can beat him. Tyrese Halliburton, he only had 12 and 12 last game, but I mean, I feel like he's going to kick it back on. If you have Pascal Siakam and Halliburton firing at all cylinders, and they're getting play from Nembhard, like they're not going to be able to. The Bucks are not going to be able to beat the Pacers in a 7-game series.
Brian, what you got? Before I said that, remember, Aaron Middleton may not it hurt his ankle, so we don't know what's going to happen with that. What you got, B?
Yeah, I'm like y'all. We haven't been heavy on the Bucks all year. I think going to this series, I said the Indiana Pacers, and a lot of people looked at me or thought I was, had COVID, as we say on the show. But let's not forget, Pascal Siakam did have 37 points and 11 rebounds last game. But game one, he had 36 points too. They lost, but the only reason he got overshadowed is because Dame had a monster first half.
Right.
But he's been balling in this series, though. So for him to keep balling the way he's balling, I think it was a great pickup by Indiana to go get him. Somebody who has championship DNA, who has playoff DNA, somebody who's been in these situations before. Like Zeke said, Tyrese Halliburton didn't play or hasn't played his best game yet in this series. But I don't know if it's going to take his best game to beat a team with no Giannis and no Chris Middleton. I think the Pacers, if the Pacers can get still these two games back at home, I think we could be looking at a 3-1 lead coming back before Giannis can even touch the floor. Really. And I think if it comes to that, Giannis is going to try too hard and something's going to, let's just say they get past the Pacers, something's going to end up breaking that team down because Giannis is going to have to do too much to come back.
Well, we can say this, B. They ain't coming back to beat the Pacers if they down 3-1. That ain't happening. Remember, we talking about
a healthy Giannis? Doc Rivers. Doc. I keep forgetting about
we're talking about a Doc Rivers coach, Milwaukee Bucks team. It's not happening, B. Please, you've been doing good. Don't bring your COVID on the show. We're doing good.
You're right. I forgot about that. I forgot about
that. Said you got anything on that?
Yeah, I've been waiting on Milwaukee to show up, and every time they do show up, it's one and win one, lose one, win one, lose one. I think Middleton being out, Dame doesn't have a partner. With Giannis out, he doesn't have a partner. But Middleton was his Batman. He's Robin. But now with Middleton being out, he doesn't have a Robin. So Dame is out there by himself playing. And of course, we saw the Dame that we saw in Portland, who was launching, wasn't hesitating, wasn't trying to overthink the game. And that's the Dame Dollar that needs to be on the floor. The problem is they don't have the continuity. When he was with Portland, he had McCollum, and then after McCollum, he had Simon. But he doesn't have that with Milwaukee right now. He's just by himself, man. And even if he's trying, they can double team him, take the ball out of his hands. But he has inconsistent players who can't cover night in and night out. Lopez is not going to do it. Portis is not going to do it. Of course, Patrick Beverly is definitely not going to do it. So he doesn't have anybody that he can rely on or resort to that can get their own shot and make it easy for him.
Hey, so listen up, man. Please don't talk about Patrick Beverly, that bum, on this show ever again. Like, his name does not even be mentioned in anything but playing defense or nothing else. But listen up, we got 5 minutes before this segment ends, right? I want to get into the other 2 games. So we talked about Cleveland and Orlando. We ain't even spend much time. I told y'all that was going to be y'all two, Brian and Zeke. When we talk about these matches, it's like, oh yeah, I'm waiting for that 4-5 Orlando. Let me tell you how trash that series is. They're having it on NBA TV. Like, nobody gets to watch. Unless you got NBA TV, but nobody's watching those games. Their games come on mad early. Nobody even cares about the NBA said, oh, They're playing tonight. They're playing tonight. Oh, you go to NBA TV. Like, they're on NBA TV, fellas, where the commentator is horrible. You don't even want to watch the game. The series is 2-1 now. Orlando just beat the living daylights out of Cleveland, right? I don't want to spend much time. I want to finish up. We got 4 minutes, so I want to get into that other series, the Knicks and the Philly. But honestly, fellas, that series is horrible. It's boring. It's on NBA TV. Like Zeke, do you have anything for me on that series? Like, can you be like, oh?
I thought the games are going to be a lot closer. It was blowouts all 3 games, double-digit wins all 3 games. But, I mean, I still think it possibly could go down to 7. That might be one of the only series that has the possibility of going to 7. But, yeah, it's not looking good right now.
Yeah, it's probably going 7 because both teams are horrible. What you got, B?
Yeah, I'm going to say with Zeke, I think this is a series that's going to go 7. I think the Magic ultimately win game 4. And then they go back to Cleveland tied up at 2-2. But yeah, it hasn't been what I thought it was gonna be. I know me and Zeke, we kind of agreed on this one, but yeah, this wasn't the right pick. If I could go back and change it, I would.
Yeah, well, said I ain't even gonna come to you because I want to spend his last 3 minutes on the bet session now. Anyway, I'm gonna go right to the Knicks and the Sixers, right? So we got 3 minutes before the end of this segment. Knicks go up 2-0, and Embiid has a monstrous game. First time a Sixers player has 50 points since Allen Iverson. They're back in Philly. Embiid makes the statement, "We will win this series." That's big when a player comes out and says that, and then comes out and has 56 or 50 points the next game, right? But I'm gonna tell you something, Embiid, and this is not me just speaking from the heart because I'm a Knicks fan. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. The Knicks even if y'all win, y'all not winning game 7 in New York. It ain't happening. Zeke, you got anything on that series?
Oh, yeah. The Knicks got it in the bag. It took heroic effort by Embiid. Every single year, Embiid breaks down the playoffs. So I don't see him even making it deep into the series, honestly. Hopefully he does, so it'll be a lot better series, but I got the Knicks having it.
And here's another thing. As that series goes on and on, his knee gets worse and worse. Remember, he has to keep playing. So if it keeps going, he gets worse. And he becomes less effective because he's shooting a lot of jump shots. He's trying to be aggressive, but whatever the case may be. So said and B, I'm gonna get to y'all in segment 3 on this because I hear the breaks coming up, and I'm gonna let y'all talk about that. Then we got the Western Conference that we all want to get right into it because I got one thing to say. The Phoenix Suns are horrible. They are trash. They are done. Listen up, man. It's yours truly, Greg Hyman, a.k.a. the Brooklyn Boy, right here on the BGC Sports Network, Empire Sports Radio Show. B's in the building. Ced's in the building. Brian's in the building. Everybody's in the building. Nobody has COVID. Everybody's temperature is at a great level right now. We're doing good. Hey, stay tuned. Segment 3 is coming up, man. You don't want to miss it, man. We're going to finish off the show on a high note. We be back. Here we go. Finished a minute early. So we'll start at this is going to be turn 58. So we'll start at 50. We'll start at 59. Well, no, we'll start at 10. Give y'all a minute to watch some of this Laker game. We'll start at 10.
Man, these referees suck, man. Oh my God.
If we 10,
go
to 10-15.
Dude, these referees, man, they gonna get somebody hurt, dude. Really hurt.
I saw the score when we was watching the draft of the Orlando game, and I said, "Is that score real?" Like Cleveland sucks. Like, oh, that.
Like, I told you it's bad. I told you it's bad basketball being played all over the country.
That's some bad basketball. Horrible, yo.
Dude, it's bad basketball being played, man. I'm sitting here watching the Lakers. Man, it's multiple fouls being committed, man. The referee just sitting there swallowing his whistle.
Honestly, though, this series has probably been the most competitive out of all the series. Like this, well, no, this one.
No. The competitive series has been the Knicks and Philly.
Oh, Knicks and Philly, yeah. Knicks, Philly. Yeah. I would say this series and the Boston and Miami series. Now, I will say this, y'all. I don't know if y'all watched, and we're going to start right at 10. Well, start at the top of the hour for 10 and 11. But Indiana could have won game 1, and let me tell you why. In the fourth quarter, Indiana were making stops, but they couldn't score on the other end. They was getting fast break points, kicking it out for 3, Turner missed, I think, 1 or 2 threes. Somebody else missed another 3. Indiana could be up 2-0 right now, yo. Which
Yeah,
what
and
I'm talking
because
about.
Dane didn't do nothing in the second half.
He didn't
He didn't
do
even.
jack squat in the second half.
That's what I'm saying. But everybody else was still knocking down threes, so that saved them.
All right, here we go, y'all. Coming down in 3, 2, 1. And we're back. Segment 3, Empire Sports Radio Show right here on the BGC Sports Network, man. Hey, fellas, you know, every Saturday we get up here and we get an hour to talk, and it goes so quick, man. You just want to keep talking and keep talking and keep talking. But listen up, man. This is what we do. Saturday mornings, you start your day off right with us, and then you go out and do shopping. You go out and spend the day with your girl, whatever, your friends. Get it right? So in the segment 2, we were talking about the Knicks and Philly, the last series in the East. And Brian and said you didn't get a chance to chime in on that. Y'all already know my Knicks is going to win the series. They definitely have the ability to win, even though Embiid is hobbling. But B, give me something on that series, and then said you go right after that.
Like you said, yeah, Embiid came out. I thought y'all got saved in the second game. I thought that the 76ers had the game sewn up. Some poor coaching, not taking timeouts. Tyrese Maxey going to the corner, getting the ball taken away. That game was in the bag. They should have been going back to Philly 1-1, and now it should be tied up, be 2-1 Philly. Y'all got saved. Obviously, it happens. It's all about surviving and advancing. It's been one of the most competitive series, like said. It's been one of the better series to watch. And hopefully Jalen Brunson gets it together. I know he had 30 tonight. 30 on
Yeah, 39 on
39.
Thursday. Get it right.
Yeah, on Thursday. After not starting the series too hot. But yeah, I got the Knicks ultimately winning the series. I just don't know how much Joel Embiid is going to be able to take on that knee, especially keep playing and keep playing and keep playing every other day. But yeah, that's the only reason why I'm going with the Knicks. If they had a healthy Joel Embiid, I would probably lean the 76ers way. I think Tyrese Maxey has taken a huge jump this year. And yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the Knicks right now. I'm not mad at them, but I think they really getting saved right now because Embiid's hurt.
Don't you ever disrespect and say, we got away with one game too. It's that New York grit. It's how we play defense. It's what we do. Don't ever come for us like that again. All right, I'm gonna let that slide. But go ahead, say Henry, real quick, so we jump in.
I'm gonna pick it back off of what B said. You know, Nick Nurse sitting up there, man, sitting there watching the game. Should have been calling timeout. If Maxey, the ball, if he loses the ball or whatever, his ball hits the floor, you call timeout, man. And what should have happened was right after they scored, you should have called timeout, took the ball at half court. That way you have the whole court to do whatever you need to do. So Nick Nurse possibly responsible for them losing that game because he wasn't coaching. He was watching.
What about Kyle Lowry? Why Kyle Lowry picked the ball out so quick? What was his 18-year veteran? Did he just have
he always takes it out quick. But the thing is, he took it out quick. But my thing is, you got to be able to make that decision. Hey, man, we need a timeout and let it go. But the thing is, they didn't do that. So they were unprepared. But like Brian said, y'all should be down 2-1, man. I'm serious. Y'all should be down 2-1.
I like when y'all say y'all should. If y'all coulda, woulda, shoulda, woulda been something.
Here you go.
Y'all coulda, woulda. I like that. I like that. But you know what? It's okay. We ended on a good note.
Hold on. We had this conversation. Me and you had this conversation before the season ended. And it was like 3 weeks before the season ended, and we had this conversation. I told you, I said, if Embiid can get back, nobody's going to want to face Philly. And you was like, that. Man, he's gonna need about a week to play, and then you got to see how he rehabs and all of that. And I said, if he can get back, nobody's gonna want to play Philly. I hate that New York pulled it. I thought Boston was gonna get Philly, and if Boston would have got Philly,
you said that, you did say that. But here's the thing about it. I feel like Embiid rushed himself back because if
Yeah, he did.
no way, there's no way that knee after surgery and had the time off, like he comes back that quick, and you can see he's hobbling up the court. His lateral movement from side to side is not there. So I feel like Embiid is not 100%, which I know he's trying to will himself through. But let's just say, and I want to get into the Western Conference. Let's just say that he does. They do pull off the Knicks. Now here's another series. Remember, in playoffs, you only get 1 day off and then you come back and play again. That knee gets worse and worse every time he steps on the court. How much damage is he actually doing to that knee? Where he's
Right.
So we're not talking about the damage this year. We may talk about damage going forward with Embiid.
Right.
So this is the thing where he's got to
look at
understand.
this. Okay, so let me ask you this. If they get past the Knicks, who would they play? And would he be able to rest his knee? Because we all know that Halliburton and Indiana is not going to challenge the Knicks. I mean, not going to challenge Philly.
They play. So if they win, they play the winner of the three. They play the winner of what's the name? The 3-6 matchup.
Orlando, Cleveland.
No, Indiana and they play the matchup of Indiana Milwaukee, which would be Indiana. Against
Yeah. You ain't got to worry. You ain't got to worry about Milwaukee doing nothing. But
no, so that's what I'm saying. They got Indiana. They're playing Indiana.
And Indiana gonna make them work too, because Indiana gets up and down the floor.
That's what I'm
They're
saying.
making a track meet. Yeah.
And B can't get up and down the court. So then here's another series that he's not able to get up and down the court. And here's the thing: Indiana, once the team scores, they pushing the ball up the court. Halliburton is looking to push the ball. Turner's running. That whole team is running. So this is the thing with Philly. The Knicks are not a running team, and this is where they need to run and get the ball up the court because Embiid can't get up and down the court. But listen up. Let's get into the Western Conference. First series I want to talk about is the trash Suns and the Timberwolves, and what the Timberwolves look. Jaden McDaniels for the Timberwolves is playing out of his mind. It's the help. It's Conley at the tender age of 42, even though he's old. Mike Conley is doing his thing. Fellas, is it over for Phoenix? Is it done? Brian, I'm gonna start with you.
It is over.
Series is over.
It's over. I know it's only 2-0, but they're going back to Phoenix, and Anthony Edwards is going to finish the series. Last game he went 3 for 12 for 15 points, and they still won by 12 points. How does that happen? Because you let Jaden McDaniels drop 25 points on you, like you just said. Book finished with 20 points last game. KD had 18, and Brad Beal had 14. Your big three gave you nothing. A lot of what I've been seeing from the Suns in this playoff series is a lot of ISO ball. It's a lot of, okay, D-Book, this is your time to score right here. KD is your time. Book is your time. They don't really run a complete offense, and I think that's something that's going to hurt them moving forward in these playoffs, because teams are not just going to let you go and turn this into an ISO. They're going to make you be a team and to beat teams. So for that reason, I think this series is over. It kills KD's legacy, because KD has not made it to a Western Conference Finals since Golden State. He cannot lead a team. KD is my dude. Easy money sniper, one of the coldest scorers to ever lace him up, but he's not a number one. And I've been fighting with people saying he's a number one for so long, but he is not. And it's hurting me to say it, but the Suns are done. They're done. They're cooked food right now. They might get one game.
He said KD was an easy money sniper. Never heard that before. What you got, Zeke?
Yeah, so Timberwolves got it. You're giving a kid like Anthony Edwards confidence with them winning, and even he had his bad game. He got his bad game out the way, and they still won. I said that a couple of shows ago. They're gonna go as far as Anthony Edwards take them. He played bad, and they still won the game. That's scary for the Suns. He's gonna want to come back. He's gonna come out the gate, being aggressive, trying to get back to scoring, which is going to be a terrible thing for the Suns to see. I don't think the Suns are going to be able to keep up with them. You have a lot of older guys, KD and Beal, and then Book. He hasn't stepped up to the plate. So it's going to be hard for the Suns to get rolling against that team who's playing that confident.
I'll say this, and I'm gonna let it go because we got three more conference, 3 more team matchups to talk about. I think that with this Phoenix series, for one, they don't play no defense, and I know Zeke. I remember a couple of shows ago you said that this was one of the matchups that you was looking forward to, the Phoenix and Minnesota. This has really turned into a Minnesota dominating a Phoenix series right now. Is Minnesota just completely dominated. So I don't want to spend too much time because we got to get to the other three. But go ahead, say if you got something to say on this one, you could jump right in.
It's over. Booker needs to take off them ugly shoes that Nike made for him and let it go, man. I mean, he's not himself. I think he's hurt as well. Of course, when you look at Kevin Durant and Bill, they still don't have the continuity. I mean, it's just what it is, man. And then they just don't have a bench. They don't have the players. They don't have a bench. It's just bad. Anthony Edwards, Karl-Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert, Mike Conley. They're putting on a show and they're sharing the ball and they're beating them and they're deeper than the Suns. Even though Slow-Mo got hurt, they still show depth and they show the young mentality. So I think Minnesota knocks them out and moves on to the next round.
All right, folks, we got 5 minutes. We got to get these last three. So we gotta talk quick. We got 5 minutes before the show over. The segment's over. First series, the next series we're gonna talk about is my league MVP this year. I think he's gonna get MVP. I think and it shows why that young Oklahoma City team, SGA, Oklahoma City, and New Orleans Pelicans. I'm gonna start with you. Is that series over? And does SGA deserve the MVP?
The series is over to me. SGA is the best player in the series. The Pelicans just don't have enough with Zion being out. I think it's over. And for my MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is that.
Zeke, what you got?
Same. Thunder got it. Switch it up. Young star. Shai coming into his own. Going to be a top 10 player for years to come. So give it to him.
What you got, Bassett?
Hey, man, I'm jumping on the bandwagon. OKC, baby.
I'm jumping on it with y'all, man. OKC, they look dominant. And it's crazy that that team is very young. And when you watch them, it's scary to be like, yo, if they stay together, they could possibly do some things, right? Let's move on to the Dallas and Clippers. And this is one of the series that y'all talked about, and y'all talked about this Clipper team. And here we go. James Harden gives us a heck of a game one. And, we got to talk quick. James Harden, coming out, everybody. My son, Boog, text me, James Harden is cooking. I said, Boog, then we got to wait and see. Like, you know how James Harden is. He said, you're right, Dad. So at the end of the day, Luka and them came out in game two. And in the second half of that Dallas game, Dallas came out, started scoring in the second half of that first game, and it transferred in the second. I like I said before, I got the Clippers. I'm not sold on the Mavs. I mean, I got the Mavs. I'm sorry, I'm not sold on the Clippers.
You was about to scare me.
No, no, I ain't got COVID.
COVID creeping in.
Yeah. But what you got, B? Real quick, we got 3 minutes before we got to get to that Lakers series.
Yeah, I think Luka's been playing exceptional. He would be my second runner-up for MVP. I got the Mavs in the series. I don't trust the Clippers. Kawhi coming back from injury. Don't really know where he fits in with that team, but I'm going with the Mavs in 7.
What you got, Zeke?
Ooh, I'm gonna go Clippers in 7. I think they pull it together. I think I'm gonna go different route.
I just can't see it, man. What you got, Sid?
I got Dallas. I don't like playoff P, and I just cannot stand James Harden. So, I'm not a Clippers fan.
I've never been high on the Clippers. I just think that even the other night Kawhi Leonard came back, he looked horrible. But I just don't think that James Harden gives them James Harden's gonna give them that every game. We got 2 minutes left, fellas. We got the series Denver and the Lakers in Denver. Game 2, the Lakers was up by 20, let that series go. But I'm honestly, man, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of AD, and I'm liking what I'm seeing out of LeBron. LeBron's been there all year. AD's playing out of his mind. I think the Lakers have a chance in this series, man. I told y'all if it gets to a game 7, I'm going to the Lakers. B, what you got real quick?
I got Lakers for sure. The others got to step up. Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, they got to step up. They got to be consistent. But I got the Lakers.
What you got, Zeke?
Nuggets for sure. Lakers, they cannot finish them off. They've been up every game of this series. Comes down to the stretch, Nuggets pull it off. The Nuggets got it.
What you got, said Henry, before we end this segment?
Oh man, I'm going with the Nuggets, man. Lakers ain't got nothing.
I don't even know why.
Man, stop it, man. Hey,
listen
man,
up, man.
look,
I don't know why I let you back on the show.
No.
Sent you the link to
Bro,
get
you gotta like Zeke said, the Lakers don't have it, man. They will fall apart in the fourth quarter. You ain't gotta work.
Listen up. Hey, listen up, man. The segment is about to end. Segment 3 is about to end, fellas. I appreciate y'all. Once again, Zeke, any last words before we end the segment?
Nah, I'm good. Another great week. Let's go.
Brian, what you got, baby?
Another great week with my guys, man. Let's continue to run the numbers up.
Said Henry, what you got?
Man, I'm glad y'all had me on the show. Enjoyed it. Can't wait to finish watching these playoffs and watching the draft and making sure that everybody see what everybody's gonna do. You know, these next couple of days gonna be interesting.
Hey man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for being on the show tonight, man. We had a great show early this week, man, with the draft. This is the Empire Sports Radio Show, and I just got to thank everybody for not catching COVID tonight. I think everybody pretty much stayed within their realm. No, the fevers didn't get too high. Listen up, it's yours truly, the Brooklyn Boy, right here on the Empire Sports Radio Show, right here on the BTC Sports Network. Stay tuned. Next week, we back in the building. It's yours truly. We out. Here we go.
Hey, said I see y'all got Brock Bowers.
You ain't getting no quarterback.
Y'all need him. Y'all let what's his name? Everett. What's his name?
You talking about? It was
Darren Waller. Y'all let
Darren
Waller
Waller.
go.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
And Darren Waller just got divorced from Kelsey Plum. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Yeah, I seen that.
I did pick that.
He dropped the
That was
bag, yo.
crazy.
His career might be over. Wait, Darren Waller's with the
And
Giants.
he with y'all now.
He with the Giants.
Man, his career is over. He just dropped the bag on Kelsey Plum. Yeah, he's done.
Hey man, I don't know why you thinking the Lakers gonna win, man. Lakers gonna fall apart in the fourth quarter, man. They ain't got. They might win
honestly,
one. They don't have the legs, man. They don't have the legs.
Honestly,
None of
yo,
them gotta win.
if they would have won game 2, they win this game. But you got to think about it. Last year when LA played Denver, these games wasn't this close, yo.
Yeah, but see, that it don't matter. The Lakers don't have the legs to run up and down the floor. These boys. Gabe Vincent is back. Gabe Vincent is doing his best, but they just don't have it. They don't. Anthony Davis can't run up and down the floor. For him to do what he did last game and only touch the ball once in the fourth quarter, that shows right there that they're not playing. They're not even focusing on what they need to focus on.
Well, first of all, that's
kryptonite.
a Darvin Ham problem, yo.
That's what I'm saying.
First of all, Darvin Ham is not the coach for the Lakers. He's not the coach for the Lakers.
No, he's not. But the thing is, you as a player, you got to tell you. Oh my God, y'all need to check out that play from Eric Gordon just then. Oh my gosh,
Eric Gordon.
Watch Aaron Gordon catch this ball on the.
Aaron Gordon. I thought he said Eric. Hey, what does Christian Wood got on? What the world does he got on tonight?
Christian Wood. What the heck is
Did you see
Christian
him on the
Wood?
bench?
Oh no, I missed it.
I'm gonna catch y'all next week. I'm about to go eat.
Hey man, take care, man. Enjoy the show.
See ya. For sure.
All right, y'all.
All right, B.
All right, B.
y'all.
Mr. Bailey, what's going on, man?
In his hotel room.
What up, Sid?
Can you hear Sid?
At the tender age.
At the tender age of 65, do you know what you're doing? Sid, you just got to turn the volume up. We can't hear you, Sid. Can't hear you.
Muted. We can't.